Welcome back to DreamHack Dallas 2019, everybody. We're ready to dive into top 8 of Smash Ultimate here on twitch.tv/DreamHackSmash. We thank you so much for joining us because we are about to have one insane top 8 that had some insane bracket lead up just to get to the people that we have here now.
Absolutely. There was a few shakeups, some things that are maybe, could have gone either way and they did go whichever way they decided to, and some that you definitely did not expect coming from an outside perspective. So set up on the top half, winner's side of bracket, we have Austin facing up against Anti. Austin beat Fatality to get there, and Anti beat MVD to get there. Of course, and then on the other side of winners, we have ESAM slated to play against Texas local talent Army. And for Army to make it to there, real quick, ESAM did beat Hockey, other Texas local talent to get there. And Army ended up taking out Larry Lur and then Mudace
In a row.
In order to make this top 8 winners side, which is incredible because that ended up setting up a match that I'll talk about a little bit later here. On the losers side, we do have MVD, who was still able to qualify through losers after Anti knocked him out, and he's going to be playing not against Larry Lur because he defeated Larry Lur in the top 8 qualifying match. Larry Lur is sitting out at 9th place.
Somehow, the Texas talent just went, yo.
Yeah,
MVD's actually here, and all of a sudden.
MVD's going to be playing against Fatality on their side, and then sitting up the first match that we're going to be having set up for the night is going to be Mudace, the Florida Peach player, up against Avoid, our local Texas Snake player, primarily. He has a couple of other options here and there. I believe Lucina is one that he's pulled out for doubles here and there. I think he pulled out the Wolf maybe one time at a local event recently, but primarily, and what I would like to see the most of, is the Snake.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will consider that to be like a matchup that, you can make that work against Peach, especially since sometimes she lacks those quick options to burst in and break that range that Snake has, and we're going to see a little bit of that coming up,
Normally Peach is a character known for her movement, but moving around all the grenades will be really interesting to see how that one plays out. Also, notable talent that was here that didn't quite make it into the top 8, Zenyu was here, and he dropped at 17th place.
17th. Because the first person that he dropped to was the local P2 player, Kosoku.
Yeah, Kosoku had a very close set against Fatality, but unfortunately wasn't able to take it.
That was after he beat
Zenyu, yeah. After he beat Zenyu, didn't quite make it against Fatality, but he did make a nice run through the bracket. Zenyu ended up losing to Kosoku and then Larry Lur after he got dropped by Army. So that's an insane bracket that you have to deal with to make top 8.
That's one kind of problem.
The crazy thing is all these competitors are out here fighting fiercely for a $10,000 prize pool.
$10,000 prize pool, yeah. And you were saying, I really want to hark on the fact that we're not seeing Larry Lur here today because, that Texas talent and then MVD, taking him down. A lot of people were looking at Larry Lur and thinking, this is the guy that's going to win the tournament. I had my money on him.
There definitely some of the talk was, all right, so the safe pick is Larry, but who do you have after that?
Yeah, it turns out that I hope you had a secondary pick because, yeah, like I said, Larry Lur's not here.
The talent it just doesn't stop.
No, it's flowing all the way through the bracket. Top 8, you got nothing but that top-level talent. A couple of people that maybe you haven't heard of. If you're just more tuned to that national scene and you don't keep up with every single local scene around the country, you might not know who Army and Avoid are, right? Because they don't travel out a lot and they're mostly going to stick around here, but they're, PR'd in their respective regions in Texas, and Army's, up in that top 3 area. And, you're going to be saying, all right, I'm familiar with Anti. I'm even familiar with Austin because of the wins that he's had on players.
He's the talk of the town.
Yeah.
He's the talk of the town.
Quite literally, he is the talk of the town.
Everybody knows Austin's an amazing S player. He's from Texas, but people don't know the rest of Texas.
Yeah, no, and people are about to learn today a little bit. Army, like we said, is sitting winner's side. He's already had insane wins, and he's has the potential for more because he's on winner's side.
Yeah.
Winner's side of top 8.
I feel like that's 2 potentially clearly PGR level wins under his belt just to make top 8 winner's side. I feel like he had the hardest bracket to crush through to make it there, and he managed to do it.
Yeah, man.
Upsets aside, like a situation where Larry would have had to beat MVD to make it in only happened because he lost Army.
Yeah. And I hope you check out that VOD from last night because Army had probably the most legendary pop-off I have ever seen.
Yeah, when he beat Mudace. But right now, Mudace is going to be trying to redeem himself up against another Texas competitor. It is Avoid sitting on the left, Mutace, of course, sitting on the right. Texas versus Florida. We're going to see who's going to be able to move further in the bracket. This is the loser's side, and we're starting off with Peach versus Snake on Battlefield.
And you know what? I like that you point that out. This is Texas versus Florida, because back in the Brawl days, especially when Snake was just getting that rise and smash. Yeah, I mean, that was the matchup. It was Texas versus Florida, and people wanted to see that because the crowd would get loud and proud, and Mutace is not afraid to play loud today.
No, we're definitely seeing some of that coming out right now. Aggressively chasing the Cypher and just defensive recovery coming out of Snake here. This big juggle opportunity with these up airs. Down tilt's a huge starter for Peach. And this movement from Mutace is making it really hard for Avoid to find his footing.
I mean, especially on a smaller stage like Battlefield, right? It seems that Mutace isn't really worrying so much about the fact that his character isn't as speedy, because he's able to stay in Avoid space for longer since Battlefield's pretty small.
Taking a moment to alleviate some of the projectile pressure, retreat to the platform to pull a turnip, and then go in, but slaps a grenade, and that's going to be good for Avoid. Now he's got his opportunity to set up the zone. Now that that pressure's been stopped a little bit, he's got some room to breathe.
I like the use of that Nikita right there. Didn't chase too hard with it. Great DI to be living that forwarder.
I'm amazed that he lived that forwarder. I'm going to say it right now and then drop it for the rest of the day. This is on 3.0.1, so that is the strongest that you're going to see Peach fare in a minute.
Yeah. But right there, that Nair is going to be strong no matter what you're playing, man. Peach, I mean, that move's been strong in every single game she's been in. It is a kill move, through and through.
Man, we've currently got a full, fresh stock lead, and Mutace is playing soft with it, not going to be going in too aggressively to drop this kind of a lead. But I love the positioning coming out of Mutace that makes it feel like big pressure.
I would have liked to see right there from Avoid. He sees that Mutace is afraid of dropping shield with the grenade. If he had gone for a grab, done the down throw, maybe get that grab armor or back throw or something like that, then he'd be able to capitalize on that.
Yeah, it's something to look forward to later in the match, to see that Mutace is content to hold shield when grenade is near. Okay, Nikita just going to set it up on the platform and force a reaction.
I like that Avoid is also using those sneaky C4s that you see MBD doing a lot, where he'll short hop, pull a grenade, but then drop a C4 right after he's got that grenade out of his hand, so that he can see if Mutace doesn't notice it. But Mutace noticing that aggressive fade in with that up smash.
Yeah, caught the landing cleanly. It looked like Avoid was trying to clear a path by activating that C4, maybe expecting Mutace to defensively move out of the way, give him some stage space, but instead Mutace held their ground, waited for Avoid to land almost right on top of him, and went for the up smash, knowing that Snakes don't often really like to go for aggressive landing aerials. It's an option that they had, but it's kind of plan C usually, after a couple of other like B reverse mix-ups with their grenades, or just plain flying over people and just avoiding the landing altogether.
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like if we had like a little bit more space for Avoid, he was able to take him to a stage like Pokemon Stadium 2 and just kind of keep the Peach away from him. If he gets that one win in neutral right where the Peach is floating above him and he has that chance to run away, set up his zone, now maybe we can see Avoid really execute the game plan that he wanted to, which wasn't available to him on Battlefield as much.
A lot larger of a stadium on Pokemon Stadium for Avoid to get away from the pressure that Mutate has been applying. A lot of it has been positioning based, and on this kind of a stage, you're getting away from that positioning a lot more. Veshek grabs the grenade, but that's going to be an awkward situation here. Now he's stuck in the corner.
And like we said, Snake likes to run away. He likes to throw those projectiles, but if Peach has him in that corner, she's just as scary as she would be against any other character.
He's doing a great job of just cutting off Avoid's options so that he's stuck in this corner, stuck towards the heads.
You called it right there. The moment you were saying that he's cutting off those options, he takes that up smash, right, and just says, you will not be able to land on me.
Oh my god, that was so amazing to dodge out of the Cypher with the float and then come down with the forwarder, narrowly surviving in this situation.
Yeah, I think Avoid was waiting for a higher air dodge, but he just never was able to pull the trigger on it. And now with that forwarder being a little bit stale, Avoid is going to let that Cypher cover him. Great drop.
The air dodge was perfect to activate the Cypher a little bit quicker and get Mutace out of the way. Immediately activate that C4. Mutace looking for a landing. And there we go, eventually finding Avoid, stopping under the platform, pulling a grenade. Not going to be enough. Down tilt.
Yeah, this could be the combo starter. That grenade will not impede him because of that grab armor.
Yeah, that's crazy. Normally, we might have been able to see a bigger combo there if we hadn't gone for the grab and continued like Nair chains. However, it was smart by Mutace to recognize the situation.
Do you want to explain to me how that up air from Avoid didn't kill? He was right at the blast zone.
They were right up at the top, but Mutace's DI had to be incredible to survive in that situation. The survivability and just the movement have been nothing but amazing.
It looked like a DDD up air, man. That sent him to the side, right? Oh my gosh, that turn up was so well placed, and now you see that Mutace is doing the same thing that Avoid was doing to him, cutting off the options on the recovery.
Mutace doing a good job of using these turn ups to set up tech chase situations. The next one might be the one that finishes off Avoid stock if he even needs that kind of a scenario. A back air could do it, neutral air could do it.
And now a down throw to up tilt will as well.
The ability to maneuver around the Nikita was phenomenal.
You can tell that Mutace has played this matchup before. If he's going to go that deep and go, oh yeah, my umbrella will cover me. Peril's fine.
I like that despite Peach Bomber being so advantageous, normally Peaches do like to fade in with an aerial afterwards, and Avoid was not afraid of challenging with his up tilt. Got him a stock, but he's still one behind. He's putting on a lot of damage really quick though, and you know from watching MVD recently that Snake is a master of making comebacks.
In fact, MVD pulled off a big comeback on Larry Lurer. I think the Anti posted the video on his Twitter.
100% to nothing and brought it back. We'll see if maybe Avoid can make the same kind of run.
You can see if he's got that zone set up. You know, Mutace has been doing a good job of slowly pushing him out of the comfort bubble that Avoid has set up for himself, and doing a really good job, especially, of staying right outside of the zone of that C4.
And just activates, drops it right on Mutace's head.
Dude, make this man a fruit salad. That Nikita was wiggling.
Ooh, okay. Really, really tricky movement to get out of the corner, but Mutace catches it. Down air's gonna fight his way through. Up till not connecting gives him a big target.
And Avoid's looking like he really needs to do those jump Nikitas that he can carry that momentum to stay away from any of those approaches in the air that Mutace may be trying to hit him with. But Mutace could be the one in trouble right now if he can't pick up this edge guard.
Tossing the turnip up to try to cover the defensive options.
Avoid barely back at the ledge, and that dash attack will let him put that.
He stuck him! He stuck him and set up with the back throw to take that game, snatch the game.
Called him out for shielding right in the middle of the stage. He was able to finally peek out those defensive options, and it was just a back throw into the C4. You said it, Snake can make those comebacks.
That was incredible. Great job by Avoid to play to his win conditions, never letting it get too far away from him and realizing I have big explosives. There's nothing that's stopping me from KOing you right here. As long as I hold on to my stock, and the percent that you can take as a Snake is so much higher than that of a Peach.
He's heavy. He's a heavy character.
Just got a little bit more vitality, a little bit more stamina.
He's got the stamina.
Yeah, we'll see if he continues with this stamina in this set, if he's got the mental strength to plow through this kind of a matchup, because it will take a while, right? You're going to be playing defensively slowly. You're not going to want to pick options too quickly because, you know, with Snake being on the screen, it doesn't matter which character you are, a couple of grenades can lead to some bad times really quickly.
I mean, like you said, the reason that Avoid was able to win that game too is because he played to that win condition. He knew what he had to land to win that game, and push us into a game 3. Although I'm really surprised to see that he left Kalos open. A lot of Snake players really lament the stage.
Yeah, I guess it very much depends on the matchup, but I know that Peach is also level. We see our local player Oryx often counterpicking to the stage because these platforms, my God, these platforms, as much as they're a detriment for Snake, they're perfect for Peach to aid in her ledge trapping. That forward air can cover just about the whole thing, and it also sets up situations where you have to recover in awkward ways that she can go out and go for the forward air.
Just like we saw to close out that stock where that turnip was able to connect into that forward air. Mutace gets another quick one to the start and could be looking for another one to fire back with.
My goodness. Oh my God, waiting for the landing option, catches the up smash. I'll take a grenade trade for that any day.
And you know what? That's conditioning too, because earlier in the set, Mutace was getting aggressive after those throws, and this time he sees, all right, maybe Avoid will wait for me to chase him, go for an air dodge, and right there, it's Mutace that's doing the waiting to take it.
Man, only 88% on while Avoid's on the last stock, trying to cut off the options with the up smash, but doesn't quite. Up air's not going to do it. We saw earlier that it's not quite as potent as you would expect.
And know, unless you're hitting at the apex, unless you're hitting at the ledge, that up smash is definitely one of the weaker ones that you'll find in the game. Mudace is not playing weak at all, though. He's got a 3-stock to 1 lead, and he's got to avoid near that kill percent if he gets him off stage.
My God, and that's that platform's not a place I want to be as Snake against Peach, but he managed to find his way down and catch the landing with the up tilt. Avoid has an opportunity, but he is 2 stocks behind, and I'm scared that maybe if he starts flying high like that we're going to see a parasol end it all.
You know what? With 2 stocks, I wouldn't blame Mudace for going for something risky like that. He can take a couple of hits with this kind of lead, but again, we have to be careful of that comeback factor. Avoid has already shown it off once. You don't want him to do it again if you're Mudace.
Honestly, that would be such a big momentum shift if you're Mudace. I don't know if you can come back from that.
No, I really don't. I mean, it's hard enough to come back on a 2-1. You're playing on game point. You got to get that 2 straight victories.
But right now, Mudace is playing so hot. Waits for the air dodge because it looked like Avoid was expecting and maybe baiting out the parasol.
I love the early termination on that Cypher right there because he's been going high every single time in this game 3. Mixing up is so good.
Forward throw's not going to do it. It's not that back throw, the KO option that you want to see. That turn up sends him so far out, he has to have
air dodge.
Yep, that's going to be a forward throw, and that's enough.
Yeah, just lather, rinse, repeat. If you can just keep this Snake from landing on the stage, if you can follow him when he's doing those B reverses with the grenades and C4s and such, Snake actually has a little bit of trouble landing.
Yeah, and Mudace did such a good job of using the turnips to cut off certain paths of recovery from Avoid so that he had to land with the air dodge in that situation. There's just not a lot that you can do when the turnip is flying there. The path of your Cypher, when you don't have your double jump activated, is so slow, and when you do have it, even though it's just so particular about where you're going. You're going straight up and a little bit to the side, but you can't really mix it up too much.
Yeah, the air dodge is really the only mix-up that you have, and then once you're off the Cypher, then you can mix up with the B reverses and whatnot. That's what makes Snake tricky to lock down. And we're not playing a lockdown game here on Town and City. You know, these platforms, especially in this transformation right here, going to be a huge benefit for Avoid, but outside of this transformation, you're actually going to be seeing a lot of similar play to what we saw in Kalos.
Yeah, the big difference, though, is that the platforms, there will be a transformation where the platforms are Kalos-esque, and that'll be good for Peach, but I think all of the other layouts are great for Avoid to set up these C4s and set up the grenade pressure.
I mean, you can see that he is just playing around the center platform because he knows that he has all the projectiles in the world to control it. Mudace trying to take quick control of this game 1. Already has a pretty decent lead. But if Avoid has anything to say about it, man, he's going to be taking that first stock to give himself that momentum he needs.
Yeah, trying to frame trap the air dodge, but it doesn't work out. So Mudace is continuing the pressure, catches the jump there. Maybe he was trying to jump Cypher.
You also saw that Avoid picked up that grenade and forward tilt, but he was just trying to pick it up and instantly toss it just to set up that zone. But fortunately, he was a little bit too slow. That's exactly what he wanted right there.
He's getting aggressive with the down air, fading away. It has to be respected. Stuck in the corner. That was such a scary up tilt.
No, he went for that because he was trying to call out the anti-airs that he did get to do that 1 stock against Mudace back in Kalos. You know, Snake has that one thing where Peach does like to land on people with aerials, and he does have very strong anti-air tools.
Absolutely. Normally, we're seeing these back airs, neutral airs, and forward airs even for landing. Dash attack catches the float away.
And once again, Parasol coming in clutch for Mudace right here to cancel out that Nikita, deactivate it for a little bit, and
very unfortunate for Avoid, but Mudace capitalizing big off of that grenade activation. But we're still sitting close to that up tilt kill percent. It's going to do it, evening things off 0% apiece, but that's going to change real quick.
Wow, with the grenade instead of the turnip, takes him all the way up to 74. The magnifying glass going to make it a very clean 75.
Man, that was just one interaction in neutral that takes Peach all the way up to 70.
That's the thing that people are scared most of this character for. When you're at those early percents, you got a guy like Mudace, of course he's labbed those combos. You think of Ling Ling when you come to combos first, but honestly, Mudace is right up there with him.
The fact that he's taking these grenades and using them as his own is really important.
Okay, high recovery, wants to catch him with the turn-up on the way down and limits his options, but the fastball will come in clutch for Avoid.
Yeah, just narrowly avoiding that forward air with the air dodge to the ground, but that neutral air is going to take the stock, and we see, again, Mudace is up by a little bit here, 65%, but you know, Peach drops the stock a lot quicker than Snake does. We could absolutely see one of these explosions setting something up off stage.
Ooh, and that platform getting in the way of the Nikita from Avoid. That's one of the problems with these platforms right here is you'll see Mudace, when this transformation is available, he'll try to stick to them a little bit and make Avoid chase him if it's at all possible. Look out for the C4 on the right middle of the stage right there. If Yeah, Mudace did see it. He was trying to set up his own and maybe just try to get the C4 out of there.
And you know these snakes like to keep their C4s fresh so they don't ever detonate without their consent.
Wow, and once again, catching the jump.
Might have even been an opportunity where Mudace was looking to meaty grab, but Avoid can be fast enough with the up tilt sometimes. If you're not super quick to catch Snake's neutral getup, you have to be aware that up tilt is an option.
That thing is frame early. Oh my gosh, and he almost catches him with that turnip. Avoid has still got this really close, and with a couple of explosions here, one combo there, it's a dead even game. And like you said, because Peach dies so much earlier than Snake does percentage-wise, that would be in Avoid's favor.
Now, playing really smart around these platforms, though, is Mudace trying to stay away from all of these grenades. Has the perfect opportunity with turnip in hand.
Well, and you know what? He's also circling that so he can wait till that transformation goes away, because we talked about it. That particular transformation is so good for Snake, and he just wanted to waste Avoid's time until we can get to a more neutral game plan or get back to the transformation he wants on the secondary side.
That was almost huge, waiting for the grenade explosion into the back air, but just missed the spacing, so Avoid still holds on to life.
Holding on is what he needs right now at 124. This is a forward air away. Tech chase with the turnip. Really nice from Mudace. And the back air to close it out. It'll be a 3-1 from the Floridian Peach.
Trapped him at the ledge this time. The meaty hit was guaranteed with that timing. Mudace, which is so solid at recognizing the times that Avoid was getting up.
Yeah, no, the recognition and the timing, like you said, it was the timing, really, that was super impressive about Mudace and kind of showed that he's played this character before, right? That's a matchup he's familiar with.
I don't know how much Mudace has had a chance to be playing MVD in this game, but I know that they are definitely good friends. You know that every time Mudace has that big win at a regional or major event, you see MVD popping off with them because they were both Florida at a point.
Yeah.
They've definitely played each other quite a bit, so I would not be surprised to hear that they've been playing a little bit more recently as well, get some of that matchup experience back and forth.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that shakes out. They might even have to play each other later in the bracket as MVD's on the other side of losers. However, Mudace is going to be set up to play the loser of ESAM and Army.
No, I think it's the other side.
Is it the other side?
I think Mudace is playing the loser of Austin and
Loser
Anti.
of Austin and Anti? Okay, and then loser of ESAM and Army will end up playing up against
the winner
of MVD and Fatality, and that's coming up next. MVD
dude.
Fatality sounds like an insane, crazy set coming up soon.
There's going to be a whole lot of clink, clink, bang, bang, and then all of a sudden 70% is on a Snake, and you didn't even see what happened.
Yeah, Snake. Everyone wants to talk about how his landing options aren't the best, and he doesn't have the best ways to get out of juggles. Going up against Douglas J. Falcon, that man's going to keep you in the air for days.
Days and days.
Plays a game of don't let the balloon touch the ground, except Snake's the balloon.
Snake-shaped balloon.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not one of those that goes like, flies around everywhere. I hated those.
Yeah. The snake-shaped balloon is the easiest balloon animal you'll ever learn how to make.
You just tie it off of one and tie it off of the other.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see how well we're going to see Fatality move around all of the projectile pressure, all of the grenades, so the C4, because Captain Falcon's movement is something that he has been known for in previous games, but in this one, it's not as crisp, right? He has a long dash turnaround animation that makes his dash dance not quite as potent as some others. It's going to be weird seeing him maneuver around all of the grenades with that in mind.
Yeah, it's a really interesting way, I think, that they kind of balanced out the, okay, like, Falcon is just this oppressive force in every single game that will just be in your face constantly. There's no breathing room against him. And so adding that initial dash animation before he gets up to speed, I think that's an interesting way to look at it and say, okay, now he really has to commit to be getting into your face that quickly. He has to be thinking ahead. Yeah, and if I'm thinking of a Falcon that thinks ahead,
oh, it's Fatality.
Fatality's that guy.
One of the last remaining Captain Falcon players.
Him and Nick C are pretty much the two.
Yeah. MVD has plenty of brethren, but he stands close to the top of the tower with Snake, as it were.
No, and I find this interesting that these two are playing there because they both had pretty good performances at Frostbite. A couple months ago. Fatality ended up getting 17th there. MVD, of course, made top 8. You know, and these are two guys that just, the characters that they're playing now, well, they play them forever if they could. Fatality has played Falcon in literally every game. MVD has played Snake in any game that he's available in. It's just, how could you not stick with your character when they're as fun to play?
As loyalist as it gets.
Yeah, as loyalist as it gets. And
starting on Pokemon Stadium 2. A really good Snake stage, but also Falcon is not afraid of having this big open space to move around and maneuver.
I mean, like we said, it's that close range game where you can react to that initial dash that Falcon has, but at a long range, that's where he builds up that speed and he can slide on in.
Yeah, look at him using these dashes to kind of figure out when MVD is going to pull out these grenades. There he got one and got a grab conversion off of it.
But good DI there by MVD, you know, really good combo DI. That's the kind of thing that years of experience will give you from a guy like MVD. Did he stick him? No, he did not. C4's
on the floor.
It looked like he whipped a grab. I thought he stuck him. Oh my gosh, that
dodge.
dash dance.
Wow. These jabs catching Falcon, trying to go for the Falcon dive out of shield. It's important to know that Falcon does not have very good out of shield options at all. His shield grab is like his best choice, or neutral air out of shield is his best choice. Those are both frame 10.
Yeah.
Outside of that, Falcon dives frame 14 if he's trying to go for that.
It's a very interesting aggressive landing there from MVD, and tech chasing to the right will let that grenade cover his back, and he will guarantee some damage on Fatality, but still hasn't guaranteed that stock yet. Forza won't do it because Falcon's heavy, and by the way, that recovery from Fatality, something that you won't see any other Falcon do.
It is incredible the way he was able to weave and how far away he's able to get that snap. Chasing so high up, MVD's air dodge is able to save him here. He set up a tech chase situation and read that shield so hard, set up for the command grab.
A mind game beyond mind games. Fatality will play that with anybody. He doesn't care if you're MVD, doesn't care what kind of talent you are. He takes him all the way to 70%.
It's insane that MVD was able to DI that falling up air so that he didn't get, oh, the stick. That was incredible.
Wow.
That was important.
He saw that Fatality just wanted to come in and hit him before he had the chance to utilize it, but now Snake's far enough away to make it happen.
Falling up air to combat against the falling back air. Oh, there we go. Whiffing that command grab is going to be big.
Maybe chasing him into the corner. It's a juggle setup. Fatality's been making a lot of bread on that.
Yeah, that dash tag is really strong for Falcon in this game. Back throw, of course, sets up a situation where he's catching the landing off the Cypher. Is he going to air dodge? He goes for the aggressive back air. Mixing it up is very, very crucial.
Okay, Fatality, not going to get that full gentleman off, and he goes for an early kill right there. MVD's not going to drop that.
Waits for the get-up option. Forward tilt's not going to kill it yet.
Great to deactivate is amazing. We saw Fatality do that yesterday against Austin, against the PK Thunder as well. He knows how safe it is to use that right there. Dash attack will take the stock.
That's incredible. And dash attack definitely changing its usefulness in this game. Whiffing the grab, though, is definitely going to get up tilted, and this brings it down to last stock apiece on game one. Neutral air sets up some damage.
40, wow, quickly. And he's going to read that grenade, too, to stay on the platform, build up a little bit extra. And that just seems to be that 0 to 70 is Fatality's bread and butter. He tried to get a landing there to see if he could get a knee, but MVD had that anti-air ready. He almost bonked under the stage.
And it's so much more consistent for Falcon to get this load early percent. But his finishing moves are the hard things to get for him. Whereas Snake, he's not consistently getting a lot of damage at low percent, but he definitely can.
The grenade saved MVD. He would have been dead for sure.
That's great. That's a grenade right behind him. That dash attack's just gonna do it.
Wow, straight up. You see that Fatality really believes in that move.
And it's a little jarring seeing kill a character like Snake at that percent. I mean, I know he's a 175 post-hit, but Snake is a chunky boy.
Snake is a chunky boy, and it's not like Fatality had 170% rage on him either. It's only like 95, 100% rage. It worked out really well. That dash attack is just a great way to break that zone, it seems. He says, all right, Snake really likes trading with those grenades because, like you said, he's heavy. He can take that kind of abuse, but Falcon's pretty much the same weight as Snake. Yep. He can also take that abuse.
They're both at about the same weight, so we'll actually be seeing Captain Falcon survive a lot longer than, for example, in our last matchup, we saw Snake versus Peach. Not going to be seeing the up tilt kill quite as early.
Well, Fatality, not going to be wanting to pick up that grenade, but to execute the combo, he had to. Just tossing it away, not trying to do too much in these scramble situations because MVD excels there. My gosh, and Fatality excels in getting those explosive combos.
Landing there is the new landing up air with Falcon, and it's set up for a triple back air off stage. Fatality does not drop those situations.
Yeah, and I'm sure you heard the crowd there too. And that's backed up by Fatality spending hours upon hours in the lab with this character.
Catches the jump too at the up air. He has to go for that aggressive neutral air to land.
And he faded back so that it would cover him in front of him. Fatality wouldn't be able to challenge it. Still tried to anyways though, but back to neutral. MVD's got to find a way to bring back the stock quickly.
Forward tilt's gonna buy him some space, sets up the Nikita off stage, but I didn't even know where Fatality was. Did he go for a wall jump down there?
Dude, you got me beat.
Very possible.
Fatality is legitimately the only person who will ever know. Soft knee.
Yeah, doesn't quite get that hard knee that he needs, and therefore he falls into the up tilt of MVD, bringing this even stocks, but so much percent on MVD.
The hard knee that he needs.
Of course.
Yeah.
That neutral air mix-up is not going to be real, so he's going to be able to Falcon dive out of shield. And we're seeing MVD now consistently go for aerials on the landing, so I'm waiting to see how Fatality learns to punish that.
Wow,
oh, that's a punishment.
MVD just waited for him to panic and pick something, but Fatality is also no stranger to these panic situations. He's got to look out for that C4.
He baits it out. Up air's going to punish the air dodge. He's going for the aerial again, and look at the movement from Fatality to avoid it. He's seen this situation before.
Deja vu, baby, and now he's going to wait for that landing from MVD. Gentleman's still not going to do it. We're at 200, and finally that middle hit of that up air will take it.
And even if it takes quite a high percent to get the job done, it's so quick that he puts it on at low percent. It's just a rinse and repeat towards the end.
MVD's learned now. He has that one frame to pull that grenade to get out of that situation. Fatality deactivates Nikita once more. Will this be a setup for a combo? It almost was.
Yeah, instead MVD, great combo DI this whole time. Hasn't really found any sick knees. Look at all the misses.
The DI from MVD has been saving his skin.
Oh my God, Fatality is going so deep for that.
And sticking in shield, waiting for MVD to challenge him there, but no chance, and the up air way up at the top will mean Fatality is up 2-0 at the moment.
With a 2-stock as well. Fatality is playing so fast and furious. MVD is not getting an opportunity to breathe, and the crazy thing is normally MVD is one of the fastest snakes that I've ever seen.
Dude, he takes that snake game up to 11. He has so much experience with this character, so much behind him that he's able to execute this game plan at the highest speed. He's like a speedrunner, basically. How quickly can I execute this strategy and set up my zone?
But right now, the answer is the run is dead, and I'm having to reset.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, you can see that MVD's had the results, you know, I mean, like 7th at Pound, 7th at Frostbite, 1 don't park on the grass, but this guy, Fatality.
And what I like here is that MVD realizes, okay, PS2 didn't work the first time, it didn't work the second time, something's got to give. We're going to Town and City for this third game.
You know, just mix it up a little bit. You know, we saw that Avoid, you know, the previous snake that we saw, likes the stage a little bit, you know, especially this first transformation. But honestly, I think that Falcon's not too upset with it either.
No, I mean, Falcon's obviously going to love the room to move, but he does have a slightly higher blast zone on this stage to help him out against those up airs a tad bit. Landing in there, oh my goodness. He's baiting out these spot dodges in situations where MVD is looking for the landing aerial.
MVD's just staying very aware when he goes up with that Cypher. So look out for the Falcon dive, and he's going to pull it out again. It's on those tech chases that Fatality's landing so many of those.
Yeah, and he has so many setups for the tech chases, like when he's able to down throw or set up on platforms. Woo! And of course, the forward tilt on the ground is something to look out for as well.
Oh my goodness, and Fatality almost reading that tech chase once again, this time with a grounded grab. He's going to get a stomp and get more off the combo.
Oh my goodness, not able to reverse to get the KO off of that. But look at the movement!
No, please, I can't take this.
And he catches the roll afterwards as well. The up air is gonna do it, and MVD is down on his potentially last stock in this tournament, up against Fatality with 3.
Fatality just cannot stop. He knows that Nikita will not let him back to the ledge, but this is a fresh Falcon stock now. And you can see that dash dancing is giving MVD the ultimatum. Make a choice or go down.
Full jab does end up connecting. Another one puts Fatality off stage. Once the setup doesn't find one, and now it's Fatality's turn. Finally connecting the big hit he was looking for. He gets the knee, and he finishes the set 3-0.
And he set that up off of a grenade that MVD initially put down to cover the ledge get up from Fatality, but it worked against him because he committed to the down smash, and Fatality gets a knee off of that start.
That's incredible. Fatality always looking to make the most out of the little opportunities And boy, has he. Moving on in the bracket, going to have to play, if we're not mistaken, the loser of ESAM and Army.
Yeah.
So that's going to be two little boys coming his way in Pikachu and Olimar.
And you know, that's interesting because that's something that historically has been a struggle for Falcon. I mean, Pikachu back in Smash 4, it's no secret that that was a struggle for Captain Falcon. But if you remember back at Super Smash Con, I think it was 2016, when Fatality absolutely rolled through DeBuzz's Rosalina 2 games in a row, and then DeBuzz pulled out that Olimar back in Smash 4 when Olimar was not what he is now, and was still able to take down that powerhouse that was Falcon.
It's these small characters, and of course the little Pikmin constantly being in the way of stuff like your side special activating. There's a numerous amount of reasons why it's difficult against the shorter characters. You can't get those landing aerials the way you want to. Maybe we'll talk a little bit more about it when we figure out which character he is in particular going up against. And of course on the other side of winners, which I believe is the match that's being set up right now, it's going to be Austin, the Ness, versus Anti's Mario.
Yeah, I know a lot of people in chat are going to start losing it when they see Austin on screen because this guy has been nothing short of electric every time he has stepped up to the plate.
And of course, I anticipate the Mario out of Anti as it is what got him here most of the way, but you know that he was using a lot of Lucario in doubles. I know he's a doubles character, but he has been practicing with this Lucario in general, so we might see some of that come out. There's definitely a couple of characters. Anti has always been one with wacky character picks to kind of change things around.
The Lucario in particular, I'd be surprised to see because Ness has so many of those reliable early kill or maybe not even early kill options, but reliable kill options. And Lucario thrives in matchups where that's not necessarily available to you if you're playing a character. Yeah, so, you know, against the Ness, I would expect that the Mario is going to start out. Neither of these two guys have you know, particularly high-level experience, at least in tournament, against each other's respective characters. So we might see a little bit of feeling out, seeing how we're supposed to play this matchup.
Yeah, I know that Fatality's first experience against Austin looked like he wasn't ready for the lack of lag on all of Ness's aerials. So we'll see if we're going to get a similar experience here.
Yeah, you could, I mean, you would see that Austin would just take to the skies. If you saw that winner's quarter set, Austin would just take to the skies, swing out a bunch of aerials, and Fatality, you know, the guy that he is, loves to try to get some whiff punishes and get those big combos started because he knows that that's generally where he's going to find them as Captain Falcon with that speed. But there's nothing there to punish up against the Ness sometimes. So we'll see how it goes between Anti and Austin as we get it started here in the winner's side of top 8. Ness versus Mario, like you said.
Pokemon Stadium 2, the classic start here. Falling up air is going to set up a little bit. Up smash is punishable. And already both of these characters are going to be combo machines. Even against each other, rather floaty characters for both of them, they both have routes for that. Look at this. Big damage already, and trying to get the spike to finish it off, but Austin doesn't give it to him. Trying to kite block as well with that fire, but Austin's recovery has been nice.
You can see that flood may be a danger in Austin's path if he wants to try to use that big Ness air dodge to try to get back to ledge, but ideally he doesn't get out there at all.
Ooh, trying to catch the landing aerial with his forward smash, but Austin's fading just out of the range.
See, Austin did that turnaround there to see if Anti was going to go low. He would set up a yo-yo, much like he is now, and still going to try to get that coverage with it regardless.
Chases the roll. That was so smart by Austin. He knew that that forward smash wasn't directly punishable, but the next action afterwards absolutely would have been.
Yeah, you can't always take a whiff punish when you see a whiff, but yeah, sometimes your opponent is going to throw out that laggy finisher to see if they can just desperately, or maybe not desperately, but just land that final hit.
Austin does have to watch about how he's going for these landing aerials, though, because we've seen now a couple of times Anti is ready to challenge there with the up smash or with the forward smash. He's just going for it, and again,
continues.
Catches Austin jumping.
Yeah, that's something that Austin's going to have to notice throughout this. It's something that he hasn't played against a lot of Marios where he's using all of these aerials. Yeah, Anti's got one of the biggest anti-airs in the game.
Up air to shield punishes that back air, and that's a big combo for Anti. Pushing him off stage, this could be big. That's where you kind of have to challenge Ness, but even in this game with the advent of the air dodge being the directional way it is, Ness's recovery just got even better.
Oh my gosh, and Austin walks up straight to try to get that grab, but Anti challenges that with an attack of his own. Ooh, super jump punch ain't gonna do it, but Austin thought he would land on the platform, didn't play it on a reaction.
Back throw is going to be able to set Mario out of this game here. Last stock, Austin's on 100-some%, though. He's got to watch out for these up smashes. That forward smash might have done it.
PK Thunder. Austin's going to look for that PK Thunder 2 off of that back throw, a low percent. Anti with the spacing, just sees that grab whiffs and just smacks him for it.
Yeah, whiff grab is very punishable in this game, and both of these characters are going to be looking for it, so expect big punishes off of that. Oh, that could have been a big Thunder, but just a down air sets up to punish. Big follow-up. His juggle game is nice, but the neutral air fights him out. Forward throw, set up for the Thunders.
Oh, and Austin goes straight for him. That's not something you usually ever see Austin do with that PK Thunder. That side magnet stall landing, not going to do him any favors this time. What a stop with that dash attack from Anti, and Austin almost saves himself, but it's not enough.
The ability to maneuver that Thunder and eventually hit himself at the end at all was incredible, but that cape was just so low that I don't think there was much that Austin could do there after Anti was able to set it up. Incredible recognition of Austin's options there.
Yeah, definitely Anti just waiting until he had, negated a few of the things that Austin might want to do in that situation. So really, really solidly played to take that game one. I would think that a close quarter stage just might benefit Austin a little bit to try to put Anti in these scramble situations.
It is a risk to see how well Mario's going to be able to convert off of this static middle platform on Smashville. But you know that Ness loves it just as much. We'll see if he's going to be able to take big advantage of standing under it, shooting those aerials.
Well, of course, Anti loves to put on a lot of pressure with the aerials. That's not exclusive to Austin. Mario also has some really good aerial drift and some, like that back air, for example, going to be great for shield pressure. But if you whip it onto the ground, you will be able to whiff punish it because of that landing lag. And Austin really, really trying to get in that explosive first stock.
Yeah, and it looks like his PK Thunder juggles have not been able to be used as effectively as they are in other matchups because of that fireball. He keeps hitting it. Off stage.
Austin noticing that this is probably a matchup where he'll have to hold it forward a little bit less, which is not what he's used to. The air dodge there from Anti is going to bail him out of a quick early stock.
Downer just gets up smashed out of shield.
Like you said, man, Mario has all of the options in the world. Well, he has one option that he needs to challenge those landing aerials, and that up smash will do the job just about every time.
Falling back air forward tilt sets up an offstage situation after that flood. And while the multi-hits of that up special are going to be able to deactivate and then fight through the yo-yo.
Yeah, hitting through the stage, it's very effective on Smashville. And Austin, that was a misinput, I believe. Still got his double jump, and Anti's not going to challenge the PK Thunder 2 because he's got that lead, but he's going to challenge that jump from the ledge. Austin has been shown before that he is prone to doing it, and Anti calls him out this time.
Man, and just using the frame data to bully Ness out of his combos.
Oh, wow, still holding forward. Anti's got to make this. He had his double jump. I did not think that was what he did, and I don't think Austin knew it either.
Air dodge gets him back to the stage, though, safely. He has an opportunity here, goes for the down smash to set Anti to the other side. This one, again, deactivated. It looks like the down smash might not be an option in the matchup.
That's something that Austin can struggle to pick up those edge guards without it. He's got to make that adaptation on the fly. Jabs to set Anti off stage. That was a scramble situation that worked out for him, but boy, Anti, every single time that he is put off stage, he's able to find his way back. Yeah,
using that fireball has been really important to actually stuff out the aerials, stuff out the Thunders. Up air doesn't set up too much, but Austin's at a very, very high percent. He has to watch out for landing on top of him with an up smash.
Saw that PK Thunder that Austin did there earlier as Anti smacks him with another up smash. A solid two-stock for him in that game. And he was really just not giving Austin the options that he wanted to scout out. For example, that PK fire that you saw earlier when Anti was on that platform. He thought that Anti would run off the side of the platform and land right on top of it, but he dropped through. Even though it's, don't have the option to shield drop anymore, but he still dropped through that platform and came right to him, punishing him for that projectile.
Might be going for a different stage here, looking for Town and City. Wants a little bit more room to breathe, or Unova. I think the big thing, though, is that Austin realized that that up-close and personal center platform was not helping him as much as he would have liked. It really aided a lot of Anti's combo game.
Yeah, the risk-reward for him wasn't exactly in his favor, because the reward that Austin gets off of that in that stage is that he gets to read when people are coming off of that platform, try to pick up those habits. But Anti was doing such a good job of extending that huge combo game that he gets off of Mario in this game that Austin really just needed that change of scenery.
Here we go. This up air could set up a lot, but he misses the second up air, so that's going to be a big super jump punch.
And you know what? That was also good DI there by Anti on those up airs, because otherwise Austin's looking for a setup into the PK Thunder 2. No, not yet.
Had he connected that falling up air on that last platform up there, would have been big. Austin fighting out with neutral air. He has to find a way to land, barely avoids. That's a jab lock, that's big damage.
Interesting that he goes for that down air to go for a stomp combo, but percentages just weren't right for him. He's gonna mix it up, anti-will shield, and get a punish.
Down smash, he didn't want to worry about what side Austin was on.
Okay, slow recovery there from Austin, and see, now even though he's throwing out those aerials, he's not trying to land on anti with them anymore.
That up smash eventually gonna do it. Austin has just struggled to find his KOs against that up smash. It really plays around a lot of what he wants to do with these landing back airs. That's gonna be a big up throw.
Yeah, Austin's just really going for some crazy mix-ups to see if anti knows what to respect and what not to respect. Back throw, not onto, no, it will do it on Town and City, just enough.
Man, the DI was incredible, but somehow was able to finish that one off. Forward throw, puts him on the platform.
Wants the Rita jump in, he thinks that anti might fade in,
oh,
but again an air dodge.
So well avoiding these thunders.
Anti is not panicking whenever he, gets that throw into the air when he gets hit by that PK Thunder tail.
Up throw to set up these juggles, double thunders, and here the thunder is going to be relevant, whereas off stage, he's always got that fireball.
That's usually Anti's game. Juggling is usually the name of his thing.
That low back air though, that aggressive edge guard, that's still Anti's game.
Yeah, it's not as much the juggles that we're seeing from Anti right now. It's that off stage, the edge guards. It's been so nice from him.
Back air was weak, so it's not going to get the job done. He's going to get up attacked.
Austin doing that stall, just trying to buy himself a little bit of space, but Anti is doing such a good job of challenging the space that Austin does control and taking it for himself. But we're here on a last stock situation in Game 3, and Austin, this is his winner's bracket life on the line.
Trades are not working out in Austin's favor very well, but finally does find a way down, gets 50 each. Not going to be punishable.
And Mario's not quite quick enough to get right up on Ness for that ending lag. Side magnet gonna save Austin a little bit there, build up some more damage. PK Thunder comes out.
Oh no, that's a crazy mix-up that Austin went for. Stuck on the platform though. Trying to read it with a smash attack.
Wow, Fate's back with that side magnet pushed all the way into the corner by that Flood. Anti's using that liberally so far. Austin's already used the air dodge. He has to PK Thunder. I don't know if Anti reacted to that situation properly. He's looking for the up smash.
Yeah, the ledge traps have been insane from Anti this whole time. Up air catches the magnet stall.
Austin with a stall to get himself back on stage. He tries to read the roll.
I'm scared.
It's a total scrambled eggs right there. And that fireball gonna buy Anti some time off stage.
Austin waited for the air dodge, but he didn't react to where Anti landed. The up air
covered himself.
Get him back on stage. And the Thunder almost does it by itself. Rates for the air dodge. One more will do it.
Oh, not at that height. He's going to keep juggling him. The platform gets in the way. 177, a back throw would do from anywhere, or a forward air at the ledge. The crowd pops off for Austin as he gets his first game on Anti.
It's 2-1, but now Austin has to play the rest of the set on Anti's counter pick, and we saw how big this stage choice can affect the matchup. Having all of that space and room to breathe gave Austin a lot of opportunity to stop landing on Anti as much as he had been in the first two games. With a lot of those up smashes that had been so important in Game 1 and Game 2 didn't come to fruition as much in Game 3. So we'll see if maybe going back to like a stage like Battlefield, going back to just a smaller environment.
Anti wants a smaller stage.
Back to Smashville.
Austin's going to let him do that. I do believe we have DSR here at Impact Dallas. So Austin is letting him go to Smashville. Maybe he's figured out how he wants to play around that platform a little bit more effectively. And that's good on Anti, by the way, to second guess going to Battlefield, because Ness, my goodness, he gets so much on that stage.
He really does.
He'd get into it if we end up there, but first, Austin, to do that, would have to get past Smashville initially. He's going to look for that PK Thunder 2. Adjustments, no. He goes for the fake out just to get the damage.
Yeah, he recognized that there was an air dodge out of there from Anti, but it wasn't one that was going to get the Thunder, so he chased out to get the extra damage and continue the juggle.
All right, landing through that platform, threading the needle nicely so that he can land that PK Thunder, land back on stage. This could be big for Anti. He respects that neutral air out of shield. Very nice.
Oh, these up airs are continuing to put on so much damage. And that forward smash catches Austin's fade in. He has no jump. He does have a jump.
No, he definitely had a jump. He was just respecting that if he uses that jump early, Anti's going to go out and challenge it. But Anti has been getting clipped by that up air on the recovery. Austin, one more juggle could take this stock. Back throw won't do it. Not
Oh
even
my god, he caught the DI!
He caught the DI. Anti did not think so either, so he was trying to go out.
That forward smash, though, catches Austin at the ledge, and it's going to be even stock and even percent. Forwarder catches him jumping out, though.
Oh, he wanted a low recovery from Anti, but he had already burned the double jump.
And that fireball coming down from so high up when Anti is recovering has been so difficult for Austin to deal with.
Anti has been really respecting that PK Thunder 2 so far. Hasn't been hit by a single one yet.
Yeah, and that is actually a little bit wild. Austin has hit just about every other PGR ranked player here with that kind of a mix-up.
Okay, the PK Flash was a bait right there because it has very little ending lag. He wanted to see if Anti would go for an aggressive option off the ledge.
Aggressive up air.
Multi-hit. I think Anti may have been expecting a nair, so that's why he unshielded right there.
Caught the jump. He doesn't have a jump. Oh, scramble situation, but strong back air is going to take the stock. Austin has two in the tank. See if he can get any extra damage on this stock, or if Anti's going to clean it up. Back throw is going to send him off. Force a ledge trap.
Anti's looking for that low recovery.
So
wow. And that air dodge was a mix-up on that recovery that Austin had been going for the PK Thunder 2 the whole time.
Neutral air being unsafe on hit, though, means the up smash is going to clean it up.
And you've been saying it, just the anti-air game from Anti has been so good. He lives up to his tag.
Jabs catches him trying to go back down to set up more up airs.
Okay, he did have his double jump, but Anti is still going to get plenty of juggles, plenty of percent off of that one flood.
Up air out of shield punishes the side magnet, trying to make a big finish with that forward air.
Austin had to burn that air dodge, gave him some ending lag.
This stage positioning from Anti has been incredible. That's going to be a punish, so he's going to forward throw off stage.
Austin was afraid to pull the trigger on the PK Thunder 2. This time he respects that up air, and the kite block almost came into effect with that fireball.
Has him trapped on the platform, but PK Fire was a big commit. Anti drops down and punishes with the forward smash, and Anti moves on in the bracket, 3-1.
Yeah, Austin got burned a lot on just trying to find reads instead of, you know, picking up on habits, stuff like that. It was mostly on reads, especially around that center platform. Ended up losing him 2 games on Smashville, and Anti, yeah, gonna take that set 3-1, move on to winners finals.
That's gonna be incredible. He's gonna end up playing the winner of the next set between ESAM and Army. He's either got a Pikachu in his wake, and I think he's happy with that kind of matchup stacking down, or he's got the Olimar. And Mario has done pretty decently against Olimar in the past as well, so I feel like Anti is sitting comfortably as long as he's comfortable with those matchups. The reflector is going to be big. Yeah, when it comes down to that.
There's not a lot of particular data on Anti playing against Pikachus, but if he does end up having to play against that Olimar from Army, currently he's 0-2 against DeBuzz in tournaments, and that's his current tournament Olimar matchup experience, unless he's been playing, you know, some other people outside and around the country. But that's what you've got at the major tournaments at the highest level. So if he ends up going against Army, if Army clutches it out against ESAM, that's something to think about.
And if Army clutches out against ESAM, you might have to question, do I compare this guy to DeBuzz? Not necessarily at a national scale, but comparable in the sense that he's able to take out big names along the way, and the fact that he's taken out Larry Lure already, he's taken out Mudace already, and now he's gearing up to fight ESAM. And if you were to fight Anti in Winners Finals, it would be after beating ESAM to get there. That would be a pretty big win and a third big name under his belt.
Yeah, if Army wants to really stamp himself onto the national stage and say, no, I am not the Melee Ice Climbers, because this is not the Melee Ice Climbers, then that would be the way to do it, would be to take the set off of ESAM and get into winners finals at DreamHack Dallas.
It's going to be
getting the top 8 at DreamHack anyways, that's still huge.
That's already incredible, especially with the path that he's had.
We'll see, man. Sets yet to start, but both these guys are proud to represent their teams. Of course, Army signed on by the local organization of Valor, and ESAM of that national team at Panda Global since forever, man.
It's been a long, long time. We'll see who's going to come out on top between both of these small-statured characters.
Starting on Final Destination. It's not a lot of people start on FD these days, man.
one thing to look out for. So these Pikmin, as long as it's not the aerials, whenever these attacks are out, are able to, they're technically treated like items, so they can be deactivated. Like anytime Army throws out a smash attack, anytime Army throws his Pikmin with his side special, you can deactivate them with an attack. So against an aerial attack from Esam, he can land on Olimar quite a bit if he's not careful.
Backdoor to set up off stage. Olimar able to make that back. He's got a long distance recovery and plenty of mix-ups to go along with it.
Becker's going to send him back on stage because the direction Pika was facing. Thunder Jolts can be oppressive, but one thing that I've seen a lot of is these Olimars will either toss their forward smashes out to deactivate it and then have the Pikmin long-lasting, or they'll just use the side special to plow through it.
Wow, even using that purple Pikmin aerial on shield is not going to be enough to give Army the chance to land, and Esam will take that first stock.
Punishing that whistle, normally a great combo blocking tool. However, if the opponent is willing to wait for it.
Ooh. Army really caught that fade back after that Thunder Jolt, but unfortunately he had the blue Pikmin, not the purple. Otherwise he might have gotten that kill.
Oh, what attack!
Yeah, almost picked it up, but Army is prepared.
Tried to drag down with neutral air, but doesn't quite find it. But look at how much damage Esam has put on so quickly.
Hey, you said it right there. You just saw that Army used that forward smash to deactivate the Thunder Jolt. You called it right there. That yellow up smash out of shield is going to even up the stocks.
But 96%, he's got a lot of damage to work through. Of course, this could be just a couple of conversions for Olimar. You know, up smash out of shield can lead to a lot of damage.
Especially now that he's got that purple on his side. He could be getting a whole lot going. Like throwing out the yellow Pikmin on the front lines against the Pikachu. Will not take any electric damage. You're gonna take dash attack damage no matter what you got.
Yeah, it's a really, really potent KO option for Pikachu in this game. Esam only taking 35% on that stock. Army boxing with his aerials. Sets up an opportunity for Esam to go for this big combo. Dragging him off stage. What's he gonna do? No hitbox.
Okay, landing with that purple down air, it's pretty safe. It's going to be an active hitbox, but Esam with that aggressive landing, once again with that quick attack, not giving Army the chance. That yellow Pikmin tanking that forward smash gives him a chance to send Esam off stage, though.
And the long-range grab was able to get him a punish down smash. Gonna finish the stock for him. Army sitting at 52, but you know, this is literally an up smash conversion away from being even.
And he's got that purple Pikmin still fresh off of getting that kill from the down smash on Esam, and he's looking to get that tech chase set up afterwards. Plenty of damage being built up.
Tossing over the Thunder Jolts with his Pikmin. That forward tilt's gonna alleviate some of the pressure. No punish.
Okay, purple Pikmin on Esam, only just now getting it off. 53%. Army's got to push him into the corner and get him to stop throwing these Thunder Jolts. Yellow Pikmin would help, but it's gone.
Forward smash sets Pika off stage. Neutral Air's gonna be punished with an up smash out of shield. Both players are sitting at kill percent, but that dash attack is going to do it, setting up off of the Thunder Jolt. Esam taking game one.
Boy, is it a strong move, and he just caught Army in one inopportune, aggressive moment where he really wanted to build up that damage and see if he could send himself into a 1-0 lead, give him the momentum that he needs.
Now, wonder where Army chooses to go for the counter pick here. Might need a little bit more room to deal with the Thunder Jolts. FD was a one of, it's naturally considered one of Pikachu's best stages. And I don't know, maybe Olimar loves it just as much, but that's usually where I see the Pikachu's counter picking to.
Yeah.
Going to Kalos, Pikachu doesn't love this one quite as much because the platforms here on the sides get in the way of the Thunder Jolt when he's trying to go off stage with it.
And the Thunder as well if he's trying to go out for a deep edge guard. Got to be careful.
So that might come into play just a tad bit. But of course, there's also going to be a lot more room on the stage. It's much wider than FD, the widest stage that we got.
And if Esam starts getting really aggressive and Army needs that room to run away, these side platforms may be just what he needs to alleviate that pressure and get some new Pikmin out. You can see right now, all of his Pikmin are gone after tanking that kind of damage. He's going to go right onto that platform to get those Pikmin back.
Esam's playing a Pikmin 3 genocide run right now.
So apparently. Oh, Esam misses the ledge. You said it. That platform can get in the way of a whole lot of Pikachu setups, and it looks like it did there.
Yeah, unfortunately dropping Esam's first stock to an SD, but Army's going to run with that if he can. Look at this. He had the Pikmin latched onto his head, and it took the Thunder Jolt before it went anywhere. Look at this.
so big for Army right there. And he's got a stock lead and is looking to make it climb a little bit more. Down smash, he waits for ESAM to make that aggressive recovery. Now tries to cover the recovery to the ledge, and the purple will get him that stock, and he's got a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, that's incredible. He's also got double purples and blue on deck. Back air's gonna clean that up, though. He's got to reset that Pikmin lineup.
ESAM never afraid to go deep, and the Pikmin lineup is indeed completely reset right here, as Army will just try to challenge ESAM a little bit more.
Oh my goodness, activating on the Pikmin, but the stall allowed Army to get away.
Very interested to see how this dynamic changes now that Army's not the one that has to go chase down ESAM. It's the other way around, and that defense is one of the big things that Army has worked on so hard coming into this game.
Trying to catch that dash back with up smash. Big damage on the landing. Resets with a quick attack. But ESAM is continuously not able to touch the ground.
Oh boy, buying himself so much space. Down throw from ESAM, though, will set him up for a little bit, possibly get Army off stage as well. He does, but Army is ready for that Thunder to come through, waits for it to come, and he's got that purple online. He gets it back on stage to save its life, and now he wants to try to take that stock from ESAM with it.
Okay, catches right under the Thunder Jolt with the up air. Porter sends ESAM back out.
Waits for the wall jump. No wall jump, but Army,
what a tech from ESAM!
he's ready for it, man. He's seen this before.
Up smashing because ESAM understands there's a blue there. I think he's gonna grab me, I'm gonna jump.
And this time he does grab him. A 2-stock for Army in this case after that game on Kalos, and we're even at 1-1.
That's incredible for Pikmin players, for all of our players to look at, is that normally you have the blue. You know that's gonna set up the KO off of the grab. So what's your opponent going to do to counter that, right? I see the blue. I know that you have the blue coming. And ESAM's the kind of person, when he's playing against the Pikmin, he'll say their line out loud. He knows what's coming next. He'll say, okay, you got blue, so you're gonna grab, right? I'm gonna jump. And then you get up smashed, and then you get punished for the landing with the real blue grab that's gonna KO you.
Because Army will just throw out an aerial, throw a Pikmin to get it right back to that blue as quickly as possible. Use the whistle.
The mix-ups are very, very important, doing the unexpected in order to catch your opponent off guard.
Not unexpected to see ESAM head to Lilat, though. This is going to give him a lot of room to throw these Thunder Jolts because those platforms assist him in that defense when he throws them out, as well as his horizontal combo game.
One game apiece between these two. We're going to see if Lilat skews it in ESAM's favor or in Army's. You know, the Spaceman's always comfortable here. Up smash catches ESAM getting aggressive, but percents are about even. No big combos yet. Up air, so close, almost doing it with a big purple.
Never underestimate the power of purple, man.
Strong color.
This is the power. Don't forget the power of purple. This is the power of yellow, baby. You put in too much.
Man, yellow definitely going to be a big Pikmin hit this particular matchup to deal with all of the thunder, all of the electric shenanigans that Pikachu has.
Army not holding on to that white Pikmin. He sees that ESAM is going to play around its range, so he'll just get something else that helps that up smash. Like you said, it's treated as a projectile. ESAM can counter it.
The phenomenal DI from Army to survive and flies just to center stage. Up smash gets some good damage in retort.
He had double purple. That could have been huge damage if he had connected an up smash. That's why he was looking for it earlier.
But great by ESAM to close it out before it got too out of hand. Got the dash attack, and only 25% I'm on the stock. And now he is building the percent into his favor.
That combo game from Pikachu, man, low percents. He can do it, but that whistle gonna get Army out of that situation. Up smash into up air. It's a combo, man.
Man, he said, how many hits did you do to get all this damage on me, Pikachu? I got 2 right back at you.
Where do you work out? At the library?
Yeah. That forward smash long range is going to catch ESAM. But look, that back air deactivated the up smash that so many people load.
It was a single hit. It was like a 0.2% move, but since those are treated as projectiles, like you said, you can clank them with just about any hitbox.
But he avoids the thunder with the whistle, goes down and gets the back air, so that Army is now up a stock in this next game. Not for long if ESAM has something to say about it.
These edge guards could be huge for ESAM, especially if he catches one wrong jump from Army, but he's going to be able to get himself back on.
Oh, did he fall out of the down smash? That absolutely would have been the KO. It was sending him the right way.
Lilat giving him an assistance on that slant.
Lilat give it, and Lilat take it away. Right now it's just taking from ESAM.
And up air's not going to take that stock. Army just having so much trouble trying to land and establish a presence on stage, and even a Pikachu up air will kill eventually. ESAM is ready to get into this last stock.
Only 20% on him, very reminiscent of the last stock, how it went down, but Army quickly putting more on.
Ooh, Purple Pikmin ready. He's throwing him out. That forward smash going to do so much shield pressure. ESAM could be looking to get his shield popped if he's not careful.
91%, and Pika can definitely drop to the right hit right here. You know that Olimars love that C-stick.
Oh! ESAM is able to escape after the up smash on shield, and Purple Army's going to sacrifice it to save himself.
Oh my God! That was an incredible thunder from ESAM to turn everything around. He knew that he had to make the big play off stage. He was down by like 70%. Army was only at 30 when he started the offstage interaction. He missed his down air and sent Army to the side, but he knew that Army had to recover high from that situation, so the thunder sent him perfectly off the side.
Absolutely blitzed him with that. Army was not ready to see it coming, and despite having a lead throughout that entire game, ESAM's able to take it with, like you said, just that one clutch move that he needed.
And ESAM has always been an incredible aggressor off stage. So you know that Army has to be ready for that. That when you have a recovery like Olimars that has no aggressive hitbox to challenge, ESAM will have a field day. And we've already seen that ESAM is more than comfortable with his recovery against the Olimar as well. He was able to get those techs on Kalos. I'm wondering what stage we're going to be seeing as a counter pick for Army here.
We're seeing Town and City, my friend.
A big choice here. Going to be a higher ceiling, so these KO options like Pikachu Dash Attack aren't going to be killing as early.
Big open stage, platforms that Army can escape to get the Pikmin back when he needs them. And of course, if it's FD-like, he can get all of that landing catch that he needs. But ESAM, he's not going to drop these lightning loops until he's well and ready.
Oh my goodness, got double up air, almost got a third. That's 50 damage apiece. Going for an aggressive thunder.
Huh. Hey, ESAM not using that double jump to do it though, so thunder won't connect with him. It's not safe on shield, that down smash, so Army will get a small punish off of it.
And these quick attacks are dangerous to go for in the matchup where Olimar loves to toss out these smash attacks just to space. But ESAM is finding his opportunities to set them up, and that's big.
Cool. Once again, purple up smash on shield doing so much. ESAM just cannot kill this purple Pikmin. Takes him 3 down tilts, and now a jab block into the down smash to take that stock. Did not want to risk getting a sour spot or anything on that forward smash.
Definitely cleaning it up, only exactly 100% on ESAM, but that back air quickly brings us to an even game.
Army gets it back. He's been catching ESAM on these retreats. Once he takes that stock, he's just throwing away his Pikmin because he knows that ESAM has all the control he needs on this side platform. But now that it's gone, it's time to fight. Oh my gosh, ESAM knows it too. He wants to catch Army with that thunder again.
Toss out that purple to set some space for you. And now we got double purple. The white drops.
Yeah, just 1 purple remaining here for Army. In fact, it's almost all he has until he gets that yellow back. And now that is what he has to fight against this Pikachu with. Like we said, that electric immunity is big.
Army's army is looking so small.
He needs to find a way to land to get more Pikmin on his side. ESAM's not letting it happen.
Just out of range of the back air, tosses out the big disjointed forward smash, and that's going to bring a big lead ESAM's way.
That forward smash, extra smart because he knows that Army just wants to run away, get an opportunity to land, and get away from all that pressure ESAM is putting him on. The only logical place to go is off stage, so the forward smash covers it.
And it reaches so far. Push him off stage, get some Pikmin for your troubles. But ESAM's doing a good job of boxing.
Okay, Skull Bash gonna take out that yellow Pikmin. Army gonna land, but it's not what he wants right now because ESAM is racking up the damage.
Goes aggressive off stage yet again. Army has no hitbox on the recovery. He has to recover high like that. He has no air dodge either. ESAM knows that.
No tech. Wow. ESAM just a relentless force off stage. Eventually, he is going to catch Army without the resources to make it back. And again, a 3-1 over that local talent. ESAM moving on to winners finals.
It was constant pressure for ESAM, especially when he was able to push Army off stage, but also in the juggle game when he got him. Even in the ledge trapping department, Army would grab ledge and then repeatedly get juggled with the up air. Look at ESAM popping up because he knows that wasn't free by any stretch of the means. You saw how close each game was to get to that point. He had a big pop-off after the game off on Lilat because he was playing from behind the whole time.
the entire time he was behind in that game on Lilat, and it took that one clutch moment to bring it back, and that's the kind of thing that we know Esam for. He's developed that kind of awareness to see when the situations present themselves to him, and that he's able to take those games.
And that sets up Esam versus Anti in winners finals. And you know, maybe not in this game, but across all of Smash 4, we've seen a little bit of a history between Esam and the Marios. He doesn't love that matchup. We might see some big counterpick game coming in, or maybe he'll try to stick it out with the buff Pikachu up against this Mario. See how it plays out.
I gotta say that I'm really excited to see those two in particular play against each other, because Esam and Anti are both multi-game savants. I mean, Anti has shown that he's like an incredibly good Street Fighter player on top of Smash. Esam literally won dive kick at CEO 2014.
Yeah.
He was literally the #1 dive kick player for a while, and he proved that. And these are two guys that just have all that experience dating back to Brawl that are going to be duking it out in Winners Finals at DreamHack.
Yeah, now we're going to be seeing who's going to fight them, who's going to get the honor to fight their way up to that losers side, losers finals. Austin playing up against Mutace in a situation where we've got Ness versus Peach, and I always have to wonder what kind of Ness talent the Austin's opponents have had, the experience they have going into this. But Austin plays up against our local Peach, Oryx, quite a bit. And Oryx, you know, we flew him out to MomoCon recently. He did pretty well there. So, you know, he knows a little bit about what this character can do, but Mutace is on a different level. So figure out how this plays out.
Austin has had that even higher level Peach kind of play. He's 1-1 against Captain Zack, you know, back before he picked up the Bayonetta again and was doing the Peach stuff. Austin took a set off of him, placed higher than him in that very tournament. Right now, man, he's got to worry about what Mutace is going to show him, because that is a different brand of Peach.
Mutace so far doing a really good job of dealing with Austin's cross-up game, and that's going to be big. To beat Ness, you have to be ready to punish the cross-ups, punish the fakes, and there, a missed one puts you off stage.
Oh my gosh, Mutace recognizing that PK Thunder's coming for him, and he had the airspeed to get away from it.
Back here almost KOing there at 120% now. These juggles are going to be hard to deal with.
You can see, look at the way that Austin uses his PK Thunder. The first couple of times, he's going to try to track below you and get to where you're going to air dodge into. And then next time, he's going to loop it around, he's going to mix it up, and he's going to make you think twice about how you recover.
This back air sets up off stage, punishes the Peach Bomber.
PK Thunder.
Yes, I like that he recognized that Mutace wasn't air dodging in or going for anything crazy, so he couldn't get a 2 set up, but he got good damage on another juggle, 71% already.
Yeah, my gosh, man, tic-tac-toe 3 in a row. He continues to hit him with those thunders, but Mutace is going to finally be able to seal out that first stock. He's got a little bit of a comeback to make.
Caught the drift back on the back air, trying to make it safe with the forward air.
All right, Austin faking that he's going to go real deep off stage, just sees if Mutace is going to try to fade right back on. But now a juggle set up for the Peach. She's strong at this too, even if Ness can do the same.
Naring out in the middle of that down air, are you kidding me?
I have learned something new today.
Getting the grab, going for the down throw, catches the DI with the back hit in air. And now Mutace is pushing Austin to the corner again.
Okay, Psystall's gonna let him land. Mutace needs to be aware of all of those mix-ups. If you can't react to it, you just need to wait for what comes afterwards.
I love the way Austin is respecting this back air. It's relatively safe for Peach.
Okay, Austin able to make it back. He narrowly lived on a forward air that was so close to taking his stock. That turn-up is not far enough off stage to catch the PK Thunder on the end of the recovery, but Mutace will still nonetheless send Austin to his last stock.
Neutral air to punish a neutral air. No jump from Peach. She jumped out of that situation, and that makes this Thunder so much harder to deal with.
And Austin just going to continue to pour on the damage. PK Thunder runs out though, and the Parasol's going to save him from the wrath of the yo-yo. Up till not yet. And without any rage, that up tilt is not going to scale as much, but Austin just needed that one grab. Mutace was dead from another stage. He could have thrown him on Kalos and killed him on PS2.
Absolutely. But oh my goodness, Mutace putting on
so
much
jump.
damage. Back there's going to put him off stage. Waiting for an air dodge there, because you know that that doesn't set up a guaranteed follow-up.
Nothing guaranteed off of that back throw. You can only try to get the reads. Austin sees if Mudace will air dodge out of that PK fire, but no dice. That turn up almost kite blocking.
Back air punishing the cross up is so crucial. Austin's got to be careful which side he's crossing to. Barely living that forward air, dodging another one. Austin stuck at the ledge again. As Mudace going to trap.
Pressure. That aerial pressure from Mudace is so big, he's not able to seal out the stock just yet.
Austin caught at the ledge again. Oh, he doesn't have the recovery. Mudace saved him. Does he have a jump? He doesn't have a jump.
He does not have a jump. Turnips are going to continue to pour on that damage, but he's back. Mudace shouldn't have hit him, because Austin has a chance again this time without a jump. Oh my gosh, he's still alive. You got to be so scared.
Austin is living on borrowed time.
Oh my gosh, yes. He should not be alive right now. Dude, he took the clock out of Mudace's house. He put it into his bag. He stole that time. It's not even borrowed.
Mudace stuck on this platform. PK
Oh my
fire.
gosh.
Doesn't quite connect into the up smash. Great DI to avoid the fire. Coming in and punishing the up smash with the dash attack. And Mudace taking back the game that he had earned.
I don't know if I'd be able to handle this set if it goes to game 5. This is anxiety supreme.
I can't imagine being one of the players because it's hard enough just to watch.
I mean, you can see both of them are fiddling around, doing what they need to try to compose themselves before this next game because it's been intense. Find Me going to be the next stage that we go to here.
Obviously the highest level of counter pick.
It's, you know what?
Right up there with Woohoo Island.
You all have been complaining about Castle Siege. You haven't seen nothing yet. Oh, well, Austin's the one that's trying to find himself right now. Trying to find where he wants to take this Peach. And it's such a tough choice, right? Because you don't want to try to go to a really big stage where you're not going to be able to kill as early. But Yoshi's Island is a stage that Austin loves.
And when this stage is left open to Austin, it's one of his favorites. It makes the yo-yo so much more reliable. Even on Peach, where normally the Parasol deactivates the hitbox, it dangles a little bit lower. It is able to connect on her on this stage.
Yeah, dangle that wire down, man. Austin's going to have to do a little bit more than just utilize the yo-yo. First, he's got to shore up that defense because Mudace has been absolutely busting that zone with no problem.
And the combo game has been incredible, always getting at least 50% per conversion at the low percents.
Okay, back there going to catch that double jump from ledge. We saw that Anti got some capitalizations on that too. Okay, tried to land with the PK Fire to get a big setup. Austin going to be utilizing that PK Thunder 2 to get back to ledge, but Mudace is ready for those quick options to get back on stage.
It is again the great ledge trapping, this time from Mudace, that's going to be Austin's downfall right now.
Okay, just saving himself with that PK Thunder, but a good landing dare there from Mudace is going to get rid of the next one.
PK Fire catches so deep off stage, waits for the Parasol, doesn't find the punish though.
Ooh. Yeah, really good mix up there for Mudace. Keeps him alive on this stock. All this shield pressure from Austin, he's going to keep swinging these aerials to try to pop that shield.
Pop it or poke it, he's going to get something off of it.
Gonna get something off of these PK Thunders as well. You can see how tough it is for Peach to land because of how floaty she is. He's gonna get sent flying. Austin really trying to go for these up smashes and down smashes at the ledge, but Peach just has such a safe recovery in that mine.
Yeah, I think at that point he just wasn't dangling off the edge because on this stage it will catch.
That down throw was so smart because he was on the slant and it sent Austin at an angle that was good for combos.
That's crazy. Back throw's gonna do it for sure, but Austin's got 88% on him already. One offstage interaction. That forward air will absolutely bring this to a full stock lead for Mudace.
Still safely applying the shield pressure with the aerials. Mudace has no jump, so Austin tries to catch it. Will the yo-yo work? It will. And he can now go for a deeper edge guard. Mudace is going to be able to make it back, though.
Austin wasn't quite able to weave properly to catch that Parasol. Great mix-ups by Mudace.
Mudace has done his homework. He knows that he needs to primarily try to cover that air dodge, and it looks like Austin has been really opting for the PK Thunder 2 today because he realizes that this is the level where people are going to do that research on you. Perfectly timed neutral getup's going to get him around that PK flash, and good DI.
Incredible DI.
Yeah.
That back air, you know, Mudace hasn't been going for a lot of immediate other pressure options afterwards. So even though it is traditionally safe, Austin recognized that he's going to catch you going for the setup afterwards.
Okay, Austin still an aggressive landing there, even though he could have just landed right by the ledge and set himself to neutral, maybe even in a corner. But because he made that aggressive landing, Mudace was able to turn around and capitalize on the reversal, and now at 34%.
Up air not fully connecting, so Mudace is going to be surviving here, putting on so much damage already. Forward air is going to set Austin off stage. 80% in a turnip.
And forward air to get him off stage. Austin needs to capitalize when he's got Mudace off the stage, but it's just so tough when that recovery is mix-upable from Peach. All right, back to neutral here. Austin trying to bat these turnips back, but and we're not at a stadium no more.
Back throw is going to do it, but again, Austin at such a high percent, near 100 now.
Yeah,
forward throw sets up off stage. You know that a forward air could end it all.
Spacing was just right for Austin to make it back. Forward airs are setups. He wants the down tilt to see if he can get some extra damage before he goes for something crazy. No rolls here.
That down air, good to bail Austin out of the aerial situation. Okay, great mix up there with the Thunder. And another mix up with the Thunder takes Austin game 2.
Wow, takes it in a big way. Mudace not happy about it as the crowd explodes for the local Nets player. As Austin, just at that last moment, you see that he puts your opponent in a scramble situation, and then that's where he finds the PK Thunder. He hits you with something unorthodox.
I'm scrambled. My brain's scrambled.
Have you been scrambled? Because I have.
My God. And it's not uncommon to see Austin connecting these wild moves.
That's why we're not falling out of our chairs right now.
So high level players.
We're desensitized to this at this point.
We're going to be seeing Final Destination as the counter pick. This is one that we see a lot out of our local Peach Oryx because often Austin bans Kalos. That's one of their favorites.
I know, just such a big stage with those big blast zones means you can live those back throws from across stage for a wild amount of percent. So Final Destination, still pretty big cross stage, but it's not quite what we see at Kalos.
Oh, no set up down smash. It does work out this time.
Austin chases him so deep, and he will pick up the stock on one conversion.
Oh my goodness, that's big. Back air sets up off stage. Mudace looking to do the same back to Austin. The back air means no tech, and that's 0% apiece.
Each of them finding a kill off of a no-tech situation, but Austin finding so much off of these specials. We'll see how he challenges Mudace on the recovery, using the up smash on the ledge trap.
Okay, forward air doesn't connect, but he catches the aggressive option afterwards. Mudace already at 95% catches the roll, but he only gets the shield. Mudace has to watch out for a lot of Austin's falling aerials right now.
Yeah, especially that neutral air.
Back air off stage.
The speed at which Austin gets in his space, even after a hit from Mudace, has been absolutely demolishing him.
Okay, down air is going to be a setup tool, but it doesn't work quite as well as it used to. These air-to-airs are going to be big. Forward smash puts him on stage. I don't know if he has a jump.
No jump, but he does grab the ledge. Mudace wasn't set in the right position to land the forward air to cover. So he's still going to have to try to find a way to take the stock.
Mudace has put on a lot of quick damage here. He definitely does have the percents that he needs to set up a situation.
No
especially 120 now?
Yeah, 120 means that a fair at the ledge will certainly do it. A nair will set him off stage.
Stitch.
Throws away the stitch. He doesn't want to worry about it at this moment in time.
And these ledge traps and offstage interactions are definitely where Mudace has been taking the biggest advantage. That time catching the jump, Austin's been going for a lot of that forward air.
I'm buying him a lot of stage, but now he may have to think twice about how much he's using it. Great coverage from Mudace right there as he comes off the stage. The downer means that Austin won't be able to chase him.
Gonna be a down throw, setting up a back air, pushes him off stage with a ledge trap.
Air dodge. He has to use the PK Thunder, but Mudace had burned so many resources to chase him so low that he wasn't able to challenge. Might be able to now.
That's a forward air. So deep down there, Austin didn't recover quick enough. Didn't have the opportunity, so Mudace was able to clean that one quickly.
Mudace has been one of the best players I've seen go up against Austin to take advantage of that long recovery that Ness has. A lot of Peach players are afraid to go out there for that because of the risk reward, but I mean, the fact that you're able to get so much off of that long recovery with your float set up, if he has to drift down, doesn't want to recover high, Mudace has it all.
Picked it up so quickly. He was on stage in a second, and in the blink of an eye was already down there starting the forward air.
And with the turnip in hand, man. So Austin's got to deliberate about where he wants to take Udace. He's got to make the right decision because that is going to be what gets him into that game 5. And that is the only thing that Austin can hope for in this set at this moment. He's got to take it one game at a time.
Absolutely, one game at a time. When you're looking at a competitor like Udace who has names like Zachary under his belt, you definitely have to take it slow. Going to Battlefield is one of Austin's favorite stages. A great one for Ness, but that forward smash is punishable with a down tilt. That's a quick 58.
Still had his double jump.
Look at the damage. He read the air dodge and was still able to punish, even if he couldn't continue a ledge trap.
Hit him through the ledge, yeah. Udace says, all right, well, I'm going to lose stage control here, but I'm going to get as much off of this as I can. 102, that's big damage, and Austin just hasn't been able to set up big combos on a floaty character like Peach. Udace is taking advantage of that and winning a lot of neutral interactions. He threw the turnip too early to kite block.
Austin stuck off stage at 130 with almost no damage on Udace to counter. Maybe his turn now. Forward air catches the jump. PK fires big. Charges a lot on that bat, but
yeah, a little bit too much. Austin just wanted to close out that stock as quickly as possible, but in that he gave up a big situation where he could have had stage control. And now Udace.
That's a stitch. This could be huge.
It
gets dropped. Austin's on his. He just tosses it out. I like that. If he's not as strong with the item, just get it out of there.
Yeah, especially Ness's dinky item throw, man. Doesn't go far.
Gonna go for that big juggle. That might have been a big first stock for Udace, but Austin has put on a lot of damage on the second stock and
another
stitch.
He's holding on to it.
No stitch activated though, only 9% for all that.
Parasol's gonna save him from that. Austin waits for the roll, but doesn't punish. Wow, and Udace just set up at the ledge, doing such a good job of getting back on stage. These ledge traps from Austin have been non-existent.
There we go, forward air is gonna send him back off to the other side. Down smash doesn't connect the second one.
But we'll get that grab. And we're down even at 2 stocks to 2. See if Udace can once again set up these deadly ledge traps that he's had. Austin wanted that tech situation on the platform. Could not capitalize off of it.
Back air's not gonna do it. Man, the incredible, it's still incredible to me how well Udace deals with the cross-ups.
Well, the cross-ups and all the movement in general, like I haven't seen Udace get mixed up by the side magnet stalls like a single time in this entire set.
Retreats to the ledge.
That'll hit through the stage. Udace, once again, stage control belongs to him because Austin hasn't made the adjustments at the ledge.
PK Fire Chase is really far away, but he's not gonna connect.
That scared me for half a second.
Forward air is so difficult to deal with. His shield was so low.
Austin still being able to maneuver around these turnips this time. He's gotten used to those habits from Udace, but still not capitalizing in the corner. Back throw will do it.
And a taunt from Udace. He knows he is potentially 1 stock away from knocking Austin out of this tournament at 7th place.
And that is the 5th place.
Or 5th place,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
5th
place after he made winner's side of top 8 to drop 2 real quick ones.
But yeah, you're looking at a man right now that knows that when you come to Texas, this is the guy to beat, and he is currently beating him. He DIs up on that back throw, so he will die. And it's a last stock situation.
Austin's tournament stock, and if he wins this one, he gets to go to a game 5, sitting at 80%. I'm scared of the ledge. Push to the other side. That forward air could have been big, but the fire sets up for Austin. He set a fire inside of himself.
He's trying to set up that scramble situation that he destroyed Udace for back in that game 2. Down tilt on shield.
That PK fire is big punishable though. Forward throw sets him up off the ledge. The forward air catches the jump, and Udace moves on in bracket. Austin out at 5th place.
Very solid usage right there. Knows that it'll catch the neutral getup. It's going to be laggy there from Austin, and Udace pulled out all the stops that he needed to knock Austin out of the bracket at 5th place, and he'll be moving on to losers semifinals, awaiting the other side of losers quarters.
So far we've seen some incredible sets. We know we have winners final set to be Anti versus ESAM. We just saw that side of the losers play out with Austin versus Udace, and now it looks like it's going to be MVD.
Is it MVD? I thought that Fatality won, didn't he?
Oh, you're right. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. You're
Fatality
right.
versus
Fatality
Army.
versus Army.
Which is kind of a good thing for Army, the local player, because the last time
Last time
Army
he played
played
MVD, that's all that was in my mind. Is if Army has to play MVD again, it's not going to be.
It's not going to go
they
well.
played
Army
Super Bit Wars 7.
went 0-2 against him. He got double eliminated by MVD.
However, up against Fatality, there's a bit of a bigger chance. We were talking about this earlier with the small characters like Olimar and like Pikachu even, regardless of whoever lost that set between ESAM and Army, it's going to be difficult for Fatality to land these blows.
Yeah, no, it's going to be tough for Fatality to, you know, land those combo starters that he needs on such a small character, and especially a small character with a lot of anti-airs. We've talked about this before, but Falcon gets a lot of those setups on aerials when he's going up against anybody. You know, that falling neutral air, like you said, it's like that new falling up air. And Olimar has the up smash. He has a whole lot of grounded attacks from the Pikmin that can stuff that out.
Absolutely. I mean, you talked about it before, how Fatality had been doing such a good job. I think it was SmashCon 2016 up against the Buzz's Rosalina and Luma, up 2 games, and then out comes the Olimar, and this is Smash for you. This is a game where Olimar is not always chalked up to be in this game.
Yeah.
So it's going to be difficult for him to overcome. Of course, Fatality is a world-class level player. He's been doing it with a character that so many people have lost faith in, and already has some quality wins. He's taken MVP out at this tournament already, and that is a big one in and of itself.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I think that going into that match, I wasn't expecting it to be as in Fatality's favor as it was, because that just seems like a tough matchup.
Yeah, I didn't know who was going to come out on top between the both of them, right? Both of them definitely have really solid, really high highs. And I know that MVD can make it difficult for a character like Falcon to even get in the first place, but of course Fatality took a big advantage of his advantage state ability to juggle Snake.
Yeah, those punishes from Fatality are something that I'm
strong.
afraid to look at. He's been showing that off all weekend, you know, here at DreamHack Dallas. You know, 2019 is the year that DreamHack is finally coming here. We're at the Kay Bailey Hutchison Convention Center, and we're taking up 3 of their entire sections with this venue. I remember when we walked in, we said, this place is massive.
Yeah.
Like half of this venue is a BYOC, a bring your own computer area where people have just been playing Counter-Strike and Quake and what have you, like all of these LAN games just together in this one area. They've got like arcade machines. You were beating my butt in Soul Calibur 2.
I got a money match with Yellow after this top 8.
I'm there to watch that, by the way.
He was fiending for bunny matches, and I said, I'll put $1 on Soul Calibur 2, the cabinet over in the back.
The cabinet that has really weirdly spaced buttons.
I feel like I don't know if that's standard with Soul Calibur 2 cabinets, because I just mostly played it on console, but man, I feel like I got to be a piano player. I was sitting down next to a stranger who we were playing with earlier. I was like, man, I feel like I have to be a piano player to use this cabinet and not have my hands cramped. And he said, I am a piano player, and this is killing me.
Yeah, it really is killing. I mean, it kills everybody, dude. That's one of the big things I really like about DreamHack, and that's something that I wasn't really expecting about it. I was like, okay, there's like a lot of tournaments going on here, but I wasn't expecting it to be like so social. I've met so many people here at just events that are like, you know, the arcade machines and watching tournaments, but also in like the artist alley. They have like indie games and speed running here, and there's so many people that are just like, yeah, I'm here all week and I just want to come meet people and meet guys that like to do the same thing that I do.
DreamHack is always super sick events. Just a big conglomeration of gamers getting together to have a good time.
Yeah, and in a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way, we have a bunch of gamers in the same room. I know sometimes that's terrifying.
What's up, gamer?
What's up, gamers? Welcome to the smell zone. Nah, I'm kidding. It's actually, that's one of the things I have to give big ups to everybody that's been here at DreamHack. This has been the nicest smelling gaming event I've ever been to.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And I'm thinking, I mean, everything about this event has been nice. I mean, we're talking about the Smash tournament that we're here to watch. We've got Anti and ESAM in Winners Finals. That is as good as it gets.
Yeah. Definitely had a lot of big teams showing up because the prize pool is so big.
$10,000, dude.
10,000.
10 G's.
That's kind of crazy. We saw, if you tuned in from earlier, you saw Hugs took first in that game.
Very solidly.
It's a big win. Now we're going to see who can come out on top in the ultimate side.
Yeah. We got
maybe we'll see another Samus.
Yeah, well, we're down to 6 people left in this bracket now.
I'm saying if we saw Samus take melee and we're seeing Pikachu versus Mario not being the favorite thing to eat, Sam, we might see another Samus. That'd be interesting.
I would be interested to see that, especially against Mario. That would be a weird matchup for sure.
20's done before. We're playing Solomar versus Falcon Punch only Falcon right now.
That's hilarious. I've seen Fatality do Falcon Punch only, and just like at the end of a stock to try to take it. There was a clip I saw a while ago where he did 15 straight Falcon Punches and landed the 15th one. At that point, it's like, how do you not just stand on the other side of the stage and jump?
Yeah. I mean, I saw one clip of Fatality doing a Falcon Punch yesterday that was pretty incredible.
We didn't even see the clip. We were commenting.
I mean, we were watching it.
Yeah. And Fatality actually killed me.
Yeah. Absolutely necessary, he said.
He responded, absolutely necessary. There is no other way to take that stock. It was impossible.
But like we were talking about earlier, we do have Fatality sitting down against Army. It is going to be Captain Falcon versus the Captain Olimar.
Yeah, captains warring for the ability to stand tall and move on in this loser's bracket.
Only one of them standing tall. The other one is Olimar.
The other one is standing short. We're going to see if Olimar can get some revenge for what happened in Subspace Emissary a little bit.
This is a captain's money match for a ship. If Olimar wins against Blue Falcon.
Olimar could get the Falcon Flyer, Captain Falcon. He wouldn't even be able to fit in that ship.
You're right.
He wouldn't even be able to fit in it. What are you going to do with that thing?
Not with that attitude. Falcon is a man who does not back down from a challenge.
He's a flexible man. I'll give that to him.
That's where she's in. Game 1 on Smashville.
You know, Fatality's also a flexible player on top of playing a flexible character. You see that? The ability to just recognize what's going on and take that, move it into his own world is one of the things that he really excels at.
This dash attack might be big to start these combos against the short, small stature of Olimar.
You've already seen him whiff a couple of nairs where against a taller character that would have hit. Air dodges into the forward smash, but adjusts the angle on that Falcon dive such that he's able to hit Army, who claps him with that anti-air.
Yeah, like you were talking about, a lot of his setups are from these landing aerials, low landing bair, or nair, up air, like we're seeing here. But if you're able to set up an up smash, that'll do it. There, though, like we were talking about earlier, Army has a very susceptible recovery, no hitbox on it, so he can challenge.
Yeah, that Raptor Boost is also susceptible to getting grabbed because it is not an instantly activated hitbox while you're flying out. Now
Wow,
Fatality
chases the roll.
He doesn't even care about that Pikmin that's on him right now. He just wants to take the stock.
That down air punishes. No follow-up, though.
Yeah, went for the safe one with the back air, but Army was actually right in the prime area to get need. Still has that air dodge and the double jump, but now he has to rely on the air dodge and the Falcon dive alone. Great adjustment.
It was so nice. Back there was going to set up Olimar off stage. No hitbox, but the up air can challenge. Hasn't activated that fly just yet.
We saw a lot of Austin doing that in earlier sets. Now Fatality, going to get a taste of that from Army as well.
Oh, Falcon kick to the other side. Going to be trying to set up a tech chase with forward tilt. Down air, up air is going to do it.
Going to get him a really nice juggle situation, but Army still struggling to find the stock without those killing Pikmin on deck.
Wow, that up air fighting through 2 Pikmin and KOing him.
0 Pikmin for Army to land with. He could have punished Fatality if he had any Pikmin, but he didn't. Now gets that stock, though, with the blue available.
And we're still seeing, this is the Subspace Emissary. He is destroying all the Pikmin by sliding in with style.
Sliding right through, man. And now we're on last stock to see who takes this probably very pivotal game 1, because this is evenly matched so far.
A quick 54 from Olimar.
And you thought Falcon had a combo game.
He put on a quick 40 in response.
Oh my God! Right through the ledge of the stage, Fatality picks it up with a big stomp.
Those feet crushing through the platform of Smashville and stepping on the poor head of Captain Olimar.
I think that helmet's staying cracked for a little while.
It's going to take a little bit of extra time for him to fix that glass.
He positively shattered it. I wouldn't be surprised if he needed a new helmet. I don't think they're fixing that. I don't think you're fixing the way that you ended up losing that game, though. I think that you will, or rather, I think that you will fix the way that you lost that game. Army was doing a good job of normally covering himself with those aerials, you know, tossing out the up air. We saw it earlier with that yellow Pikmin. Maybe here on Pokemon Stadium 2, he'll have a little bit more of an opportunity to do that and avoid that through stage stomp.
Right, and we talked a little bit about how you can deactivate a lot of Olimar's Pikmin hitboxes, but in the air, they're not treated as items anymore. They're treated like swords. They're big disjoints that he can swing at people, as long as the hitbox is active, of course.
Yeah, that white Pikmin's just gonna literally fall off after he was done with his job. Sayonara.
Up smash is gonna put some pressure. Oh my god, Stomp kills 2 Pikmin.
Army didn't have them right by his side, so
my
Fatality
God.
connecting some big hits.
How does he land the neutral air so low? It's incredible.
Literally at the last possible moment, man. You got me. I played this character back in Smash 4. I can't figure out how to do it. But Army's been playing his character since Smash 4 as well. These two guys are character loyalists, and Army knows just all the tools that he needs to anti-air this Captain Falcon, take those stocks. Look at the combo.
Oh yeah, stuck him with the purple. Or stuck him with the white, rather, getting that purple damage, but the downer got rid of it all, getting juggled.
Wow,
Just
purple.
crabs out of the forward smash?
Yeah, even the purple forward smash on shield, not safe enough, but now Army reaching through that platform with his own, and that time being ready for the Falcon dive, holding down Fatality, trying to grab the Olimar.
It is worth noting that these smash attacks, how much advantage you get on them depends on which Pikmin it is. Like the purple up smash and the yellow up smash are particularly good on shield, but that red one was enough to be shield grab.
Wow, but you can't use that. Like you said, Falcon has a poor out of shield game, and that Falcon dive wasn't enough to punish the up smash on shield.
Frame 14 is not going to be fast enough for that one. That gentleman jab will do it at the ledge.
This time taking it. You saw earlier, Fatality hit confirmed that first hit of the jab into the rest of the gentleman, but it wasn't enough to take the stock. But now he's looking to fly through this game, but not if Army has anything to say about it.
Catches that up smash and steals that stock, but now it's Fatality's turn. These Falcon combos are next, using that upper to challenge the stomp. Stuck in the corner, but Army gives up all semblance of stage control.
He's really trying to respect that movement that Falcon has. He wasn't respecting that forward smash at all.
No, landed right on him. Stuck out the ledge. Army fights his way out.
All right, forward throw to get him at ledge. Army, that time again, covering himself with that up air in case that stomp is coming. And it looks like a victory could be coming for Army if he picks up this ledge trap, and so he will. The purple aerial giving him the victory, and he offers a fist pump in exchange.
Letting the crowd know he's fighting for Texas right now. He is the last remaining Texas player in bracket.
And if he goes out, then it's a Texas tie at 5th. But if Army can secure this set victory against Fatality, he's going to be the one standing atop of that throne.
This is, of course, DreamHack Dallas, located in Texas. So Army's going to be fighting for the home team right now. Fatality, the Georgia boy, coming down to try and steal that thunder.
Yeah, he may be from Georgia, but the one that was looking peachy in that last game was absolutely Army.
Starting these down tilts.
Oh my gosh.
Set up for an up smash. Look at the damage. Look at the
64,
damage.
and it keeps going. I'm looking at the damage, and I'm still surprised. My goodness. Fatality off stage. Army hasn't lost a single Pikmin yet.
I'm amazed at how often people let Fatality get away with whiffing that Falcon dive.
Oh my gosh, and this man is gone. Say goodbye to that stock. Army popping that shield and giving himself a solid stock lead on Fatality without losing a Pikmin.
Without losing a single Pikmin.
No man left behind. Hey, White and Pikmin gonna do all the work that he can, and Army says goodbye, go home.
White Pikmin, you can clock out early.
Yeah, you done, man.
Oh, catches the jump. Army has to fly high. That back air's gonna intercept.
And big right there too, that Fatality did damage to the purple Pikmin and took out the red. Army wasn't able to cover himself with Pikmin tosses and aerials. And now Fatality looking to set up big after that wall jump. Not gonna connect the second hit of the Nair, but he's still got the advantage.
Alvera is going to catch Fatality's out of shield option here. Stuck at the ledge. Gonna get the ledge trap. He just tosses the Pikmin. He gives up a lot of stage control.
Wow, not giving up anything right there, though. 3 up airs in a row.
See that? He went for the up air and then tried to use the fly to extend that combo. Back air this deep, though, is going to continue to get the job done.
Deep with the back air, yeah. Fatality gonna finally take the lead here in this game 3, which is interesting because Army got to such a big lead after that shield break. What a recovery.
Yeah, it's incredible how well Fatality has adjusted the momentum of this game. So Army could easily swing this back to even. Needs one more good hit. He whistled through the forward tilt after the stomp.
Still not able to pick up the stock just yet, though. Fatality's keeping the pressure on.
And it might seem small, but that forward tilt after the stomp was actually crucial to dodge, because that can set up tech chases for Falcon that could end up in stealing your entire stock.
Look at that. Fatality with the wall jump, the air dodge, everything in the kitchen sink to recover. But once he lands, it won't even matter because Army secures that stock. And he's looking to build up the damage quick. 47-63. It's already a tie game.
Look at him boxing with these aerials, these sword aerials that Olimar has access to. Stomp's gonna get rid of the blue, but he doesn't need it yet. Needs to put on this damage with the red and the purple.
That could have been the shield pressure Army needed, but that landing nair.
That was big. That's a big setup that Olimars do quite a bit, is they'll go for the up smash with the purple, and then they'll spot dodge, waiting for your next move. Fatality read that in advance. He went for the jump, short hop out of shield, waited for the spot dodge, and punished with landing nair, set up for the knee, and set up for that game in Fatality's favor.
And that is a studying thing. You know that Fatality has talked about this before. When he's going up against a player, he breaks them down into archetypes to try to figure out what options they're most likely to go for in any given situation. And Fatality right there sees that Army will go for what is safe and try to play some defense after he put some shield pressure on him, and so he dismantled that to take that game 3.
Army definitely the kind to go for the tried and true, but Fatality said you tried it and it was not correct. Untrue. False positive.
That is a false combo.
Got a down throw, set up good damage. Army, despite dropping that last game now, has put on a quick start to this one.
Wow, that whistle armor getting him through, that meant that Fatality was put in a scramble situation that he wasn't sure how to react to just yet, because maybe a little bit of that lack of practical experience against Olimar. You know, when you see that up smash spot dodge, you think that that's something you have to look out for. But once you get into that practical experience, you need to actually be playing this character, and Army is taking advantage.
The pressure from Army, he's able to catch a lot of Fatality's jumps and out of shield options. And look, he's already almost lapped in percent, but Fatality's answering back. He covers the landing with a forward smash, and that is a fist thrown with authority.
He answered with authority. If he was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, there was no second guessing, no help from the crowd or nothing.
Now he's doing a good job of trying to catch the landing, but that forward smash and another for Army means that he's up a full 50% on this stock.
And that's exactly where he was at the end of that last stock too, so he's going to continue to try to keep that lead going, putting on a lot of shield pressure, and he's going to be making Fatality hurt if this keeps up. 114 already.
Not only lapped in percent, but double the percent on this stock ahead. Down air is going to go to the back air, not going to combo into a kill, but he is going to put on a lot of damage, and the next big hit will take it.
For Fatality to take that stock, but one big hit from Army will definitely take this game and send it to the first game 5 we've seen in this top 8 so far.
Falcon kick to the corner. Great DI by Army, somehow surviving the unexpected assault, unable to tech that one.
And that red splash indicating that Army had no ability to tech it, even if he wanted to, even if he was ready for it. Is he ready for this pressure from Fatality on the last stock?
Fatality's advantage has always been so incredible, but at this point, Army's not cracking under the pressure, getting a little bit of a fist pump because he went to game 5 now with Fatality.
And you can see right there, that camera panning right to Curry, his brother, there in the crowd to back him up and cheer on Army as he is going to game 5 against Fatality.
Fighting again for the opportunity to be the highest placing Texan at DreamHack and potentially a winner if he continues to move on through the bracket, just fighting for his life.
You will know his name. Bracket. You will know his name. I am telling you that now. Because going game 5 against Fatality, even if he were to go down here, that's 5th place at DreamHack, and he has already taken names to get this far.
For those who don't stay up to date with the local Texas scene in particular, you may be wondering, okay, who is this random Olimar? Is it just a character thing? Why should I care about how well Fatality has maybe done against other Olimars when this guy's coming up to the plate? And the big thing is, Army hasn't really had an opportunity to travel outside of Texas. Only recently did he get picked up by Valor, and I think the farthest he's gone is Oklahoma, where he went to Super Bit Wars and did phenomenally there. Only getting taken out by MVD, double eliminated in that event.
Been a busy guy, may have that chance to travel, you know, now that he's, you know, gotten that graduation. He's ready to take on responsibilities outside of school, but he's got to keep his mind on the matter of the game right now as we go to Kalos for game 5.
Fatality's done a great job of punishing the whistle to get out of the combos. He still has to land afterwards, so that's a regrab setup. Look at all the damage.
If Fatality landed that knee after the parry, you would be seeing that on highlight reels for a century.
The down air sets him too low to recover.
It's not even a meteor at that percent, but because it wasn't a meteor, Fatality couldn't tech, and he was too low to make it back.
That's insane. The back air is going to even things up. Fatality had a lot of momentum. We'll see if he can still run with it, or if maybe he's a little shaken by the situation of Army reversing the whole first stock.
It could just be a brand new world at this point, but Army has got to make sure that Fatality doesn't roll right into him. Playing this corner game very well. That up smash is going to be a great combo tool for him as usual. And now, with that blue forward throw, Fatality's in trouble.
He has to recover so low. Back air, though, he steals the stage again. Now he's ledge trapping Army.
Fatality made that recovery work because he recognized that where Army was positioning, he was ready for Fatality to recover to the platform, so he realized that low was safe in this situation. Army getting that purple Pikmin online. It could be one smash attack away, and the red will take it.
He catches the Nair on shield, goes for the up smash. Perhaps catching an out of shield or a preemptive option after Fatality.
Army potentially has Fatality on his last stock of the entire tournament, because this is game 5, and if he's able to get that combo starter going, he could be in a great position.
Would have been a big stomp, but Army avoids it. Now he's got Fatality off stage, going for the ledge trap. The Falcon kick to get out of the corner has been a consistent thing, and it's wild to me how well it works.
And that was so big for Fatality. He took out 2 purples with 1 Falcon kick.
Yeah, it's multi-purpose. He just doesn't want the stage. He also wants to get rid of all these Pikmin, and the back air is going to get rid of the captain as well. 65% on Fatality that he has to make up. And he's starting it off big with this grab.
Down throw, the Raptor boost hits the Pikmin on him. Army gets the chance to reset back to neutral.
Dab reset, gonna be a
down air.
Oh my gosh! This is anybody's game. This is big momentum for Fatality. He has Army at the ledge, but the up smash!
Army's going to take it, pops off, joins the crowd. He sends Fatality out of DreamHack Dallas at 5th place, and he's moving on.
Fatality double eliminated by Texas in this event. Lost to Austin in winners, lost to Army in losers, and now Army is guaranteed to be the highest placing Texan at DreamHack Dallas, moving on in the bracket.
Moving on, he's going to be in loser semifinals playing for the second time Mutace, who he already 2-0'd.
He dominated Mutace in winners.
It was actually not close.
And Mutace has had a history of losing to Olimars in this game.
Yeah, has gone down to Myron, has gone down to DeBuzz, I believe, as well. It's a troubling matchup for him, and you could be seeing Army get the top 3 in DreamHack if that happens.
That would
to put himself on the map.
Of course, we know that Mutace is a phenomenal player, and he's not the kind to take this lying down. He will have absolutely looked at the footage and learned from it, so this could be a completely different set that we're seeing than we did see yesterday.
We've already established that Mutace is the kind of guy that'll go to footage and try to work out what his game plan is going to be. You saw that he absolutely did some research on the Nest matchup to beat Austin the way that he did. And I would imagine that after getting beaten by Army and knowing that the possibility of playing him again is on the horizon, he is going to go back and stay up a couple extra hours to try to see if he can bring a run back into his favor.
Yeah. So, real quick, we are going to go to a small break before we continue on with this bracket. Make sure you guys all stay tuned because we'll be back real quick. It's DreamHack, y'all. Welcome back, everybody, to now top 4 of DreamHack Dallas. It's been an electrifying event thus far. We just saw before the break our local Texas talent, Army, the Olimar, take out Fatality to secure his place in losers semis versus Mutace. And on the winner's side of things, what we're going to be starting off with here at the top of top 4, going to be winners finals. ESAM versus Anti.
ESAM versus Anti, man. This has
ESAM versus Empty Chair.
ESAM versus T1 Empty Chair. Because Anti, needs to make his way back up. But man, once he gets up here, this will be, pun intended, an electric set. Because I'm telling you, this has been something that has happened since Brawl. It happened in Smash 4. And you know what? Here in Smash Ultimate, ESAM's excited to get it on. He's ready to go to bring the Pikachu up against the Mario.
I said this was a classic, Smash 4 kind of matchup thing that you're looking at. ESAM trying to take out the Marios with his Pikachu. And as a result, we're seeing a classic Smash 4 kind of stage to start it off. We're going to Smashville.
Yeah, that's a pretty reasonable thing to assume, too, especially since both of these characters really like a close-up. Not only that these characters like a close-up, pound for pound kind of matchup game, but both of these players also really like just getting into the action when they can.
And Anti's been getting a lot of mileage at the start of these games with that back air to forward tilt, a quick 20%, and it sets up a chase afterwards. But ESAM right now is the one doing the chasing, catches Anti in the air.
And then,
oh, what a tech!
What a tech from Anti. Even though he's taken some percent, he is still alive and kicking on this first stock.
That was incredible. Really important for Anti to not give ESAM all of the momentum going on.
Yeah, that would be 20 seconds into the game. You take a stock. That's a trendsetter for the set normally.
Great recognition for the jab lock. Lucky that it doesn't push Anti off the edge there, and he's able to get the forward smash and take the stock.
Yeah, ESAM setting the table for himself nicely here, but well timed on that down tilt. ESAM needs to adjust those angles a little bit if he wants to effectively attack this Mario.
Okay, back air sets up for the drag down combos. We got loops too. We don't need a Pichu.
No, ESAM has labbed this out for himself as well. 58%, but that anti-air doing nicely for Anti.
Anti holding strong with a shield. The Thunder Jolt setup usually means an aerial after, and that neutral air was unsafe.
Even when chasing with that Thunder Jolt, you just wait for that whole action to finish, and Pikachu will have some landing lag.
Going for that up air, setting up some damage. That up tilt caught from so far away, and Anti already sitting at such a big percent, but he's answering right back. That up smash did a lot.
And he tried to get that conversion started on that platform as well with the down tilt, but ESAM wasn't letting him have it. Cuts off those options, but he's not going to be the one that gets on stage first.
Wow,
Great
air connected to
maneuver.
the up smash. At this percent, definitely going to be something to watch out for. Forward throw almost yelled him off the stage.
Faking out like he might go underneath the stage, but not necessary for ESAM. Good DI by Anti saves his life.
And the multi-hits of that super jump punch have been just doing so much wonders for Mario to get back through a lot of troublesome recoveries that a lot of other people would have difficulty with. But eventually, ESAM able to take that one stock. Anti firing back.
I like that he also waited when ESAM was just shielding on that platform. He said, "You don't have a command grab. What'll you do?" And Anti said, "I'll just wait until it shield pokes you." You're a small character.
Up smash again. Name of the game, catching these aerial approaches.
Such a consistent tool for Mario so far. ESAM going to be consistently getting people off the stages with those back airs as well. That patience after that quick attack in is going to net him more percent as he waits for Anti.
ESAM's advantage has always been one of his best characteristics, and he is continuing to display that here.
He adjusts and he waits for that cape effect to subside. Now has a juggle situation on Anti, who is really throwing out a lot of these capes to try to give himself some breathing room.
Neutral air is going to punish that forward smash, but he doesn't get anything off of it.
I love that fade back. The Nair on shield.
What a tech!
What a tech, yeah.
Good DI to land towards the stage as well.
Ready to DI back in, yeah. I mean, you summed it up right there. I thought that Anti had the whole game, but no.
The thing is now percents are about even, and even though ESAM had a lot of momentum going in, after that kind of a freeze frame, I'd be shook.
You can see that Anti's used that hesitance from ESAM to come back, and I think ESAM was trying to jump off the ledge and got held, or got caught holding up.
He definitely got caught holding the wrong direction, jumping off that ledge, and that's why he exploded to that up smash. Anti with the perfect timing to catch ESAM.
And taking him off the top of that up smash, looking real nice.
Going to town and city.
Well, that was 3 stocks with up smashes too. Just every single time, man.
Oh, change of plans. Kalos Pokemon.
ESAM thinking a little bit better of it.
Yeah, those up smashes, like you said, they've been the name of the game. For Anti, that, and with Mario as well, he's doing a lot of catching people's aerial approaches. That up smash has always been good at that. Gonna be seeing if he can continue to do that on Kalos, where the ceiling is gonna be much higher.
Yeah, ESAM probably buying himself a decent amount of percent more to be living with that big ceiling on Kalos, but I think more importantly, he gives himself a really nice escape zone on those platforms to toss out some more Thunder Jolts. Wow, and Anti, like you said, those multi-hits are bailing him out of some tricky situations.
And that super jump punch was crucial. Had he not connected that, the forward air would have sent him so far off stage, would have been terrifying to recover against ESAM at that point.
I mean, at that point, he has so many tools available to him as a Pikachu that can go so deep to keep Anti off stage and eventually take that stock.
There we go. Anti again catching these jumps with forward air means he's going to get a couple up airs.
Wow,
Down
but
tilt.
ESAM is just continuing to land with reversal after reversal, and because he's not at kill percents, Anti is saving that up smash.
Anti's starting to land these techs, though. That's going to be crucial to keep him alive against ESAM.
Anti tried to drop that shield, see if he could punish that back air too. ESAM did a really good job of drifting away after he hit that on the shield, so that he wouldn't get up smash, but it didn't matter anyways. Doesn't matter here either, because Anti 4 for 4 on those.
Call him Wendy's. This dude,
Get me a double stack, man.
it's a value meal.
ESAM retreating to that corner, waiting for Anti to unshield. That dash attack is an active move, but it doesn't catch it anyways. Patience has been big for Anti here.
Still holding shield strong, gets that shield grab, but he doesn't get a real combo off of it.
Oh,
that's
that's an
up throw.
unsafe Thunder Jolt on shield. Back to the corner, Anti goes, not trying to get those punishes. Down throw will set up for a juggle from ESAM, but he can't convert.
Getting close to a percent where up throw might just do it by itself.
With some rage now, it would, but he's got to be careful that he doesn't die to take advantage of that.
Oh my goodness, that back hit of up air almost doing it, sending Anti straight to the corner. His DI has been phenomenal. That should be it.
Yeah. Really just trying to say, okay, I have milked this stock for long enough, and if I can set up a juggle here, that'll be big for me. But ESAM, patient enough to just let something like that go by. Oh, wow. The very last Thunder Jolt right there coming in huge for ESAM to get him back on stage, but Anti not panicking.
Oh my God, the cape.
Okay.
Anti ready, Sam going straight for him, and he didn't get messed by the Thunder Jolts.
And not only that, it was really good to use that cape there because you can get rid of that Thunder Jolt pressure as well. So in the end, it was a double-edged sword, and neither of them were going to hit Anti.
Jabs sending ESAM out. Anti continuing with this pressure.
Wow. Pressure from ESAM is just not doing the same thing to Anti as Anti has been doing to ESAM. And a downward angled forward smash tipper, a big win.
There's nothing that ESAM could have even done about that situation after committing to that quick attack, just catching the 2-frame, going so low below the stage. That was really intelligent play from Anti. His ledge play has consistently been the thing that has pushed him all the way to winners finals and up 2 games, 1 game away from winner's side of grand finals.
Yeah, if he does it now, that's a 3-0 over ESAM, a 3-1 over Austin. That is a very, very clean-looking bracket if he's able to pull that off. But ESAM is not the kind of man to let a 2-0 lead get into his head.
No, and he's not going to be swapping off of the Pikachu. He has faith in his character right now.
He may have the backup Samus, the backup Yoshi, but not right now, man. He believes that Pikachu is the tool that he needs to get the job done, and he is going to continue to prove why he is so familiar with this character. And look at that parry there from Anti. He just couldn't take it anymore.
There we go, but ESAM still applying the pressure, has 62%, but the up smash consistently being the anti-air of choice. This could be it.
With the anti-airs and the anti being on my stage. Get out of here.
That was an incredible reversal from Anti, being down by so much. What an air dodge.
Yeah, no, he's actually going to get clipped by that Thunder, but he is not going to get dragged down. He was missing on the cloud. So that means ESAM is going to have to try to find another way to take this stock, and he's going to have to take it quick because otherwise Anti is going to continue to build this lead.
And high blast zones on this stage mean he's not going to get any crazy kills with that second string. But he does have a lot of percent put on ESAM. If he sets up another one of these ledge traps, that could be crucial.
A forward smash trying to catch a neutral getup or a getup attack from Anti, but no dice there, and great drift from Anti, knowing he's safe underneath that platform, but not safe if you're jumping from ledge.
And ESAM read that jump, was able to get the forward air to connect, and now nothing off of that second forward air here. Down throw is going to be big, though.
Lightning loops once again. No,
Whoa,
Anti, with that
down air.
rage. With that rage, he had time to get out.
That's true.
So now ESAM at these very high percents knows those platforms are coming to his rescue, and he's able to utilize the ensuing confusion to land, but Anti, once again, turning it around, and he's got ESAM on his last stock of the winner's bracket.
Up throw down air, sets up for a cape, expecting the thunder, and it came, but it didn't come into fruition.
No, it did not hit the thunder. Even though you hit the Pikachu, that's just going to reverse his controls. That is not going to turn that projectile into one of your own.
Oof. Okay, now it's ESAM's turn to juggle. Anti finds his feet on the ground, punishes ESAM for going for that aerial, whiffing in his face.
Wow, he turns him around and then gets a jab to boot, hits him, and bounces him off.
Did you see the dribble?
With the reflect, he's able to convert. I've seen one other person do that in my life, and Anti does it even more stylishly.
He used the cape to turn the thunder into his own. It caused ESAM to be forced into a tech situation, missed the tech, bounced off the side, and then Anti picked up his own pass and dunked him into the blast zone.
Dude, giving him the full Michael Jordan. Turn him around, cross him up, and slam him into that bottom blast zone. A 30 for Anti is going to bring him into the next part of this tournament, which will be winner's side of Grand Finals.
Winner's side Grand Finals.
The last person I saw do anything like that was when, I think it was Stroder playing Dr. Mario, reflected the thunder through the stage and then went for the tornado, I think, off the stage. Oh my gosh. And Anti does it with a spike to boot.
That's incredible. He's a one-man basketball team. Mario hoops 3-on-3. I pick Mario. Who's your other two? I pick Mario.
You ever played NBA Street when Mario was an unlockable character? He was solid. And Anti, he's a Mario main through and through, man. You could see how comfortable he is with that character.
So now ESAM is going to be waiting on losers finals for the winner of this next set. Going to be Mudace versus Army. And we saw before, this is a rematch. It was a top 8 qualifier match that Army won decisively over Mudace.
Decisively a 2-0. I mean, I think it was a 2-stock game 1, last stock game in game 2, but that is a matchup that Army took advantage of every single piece that he knows about playing against the Peach, because again, there are a couple of solid Peaches here in Texas, and Army bringing in that matchup experience and a good matchup at that meant that he was able to be in winner's side before Mudace was able to get to that top 8. But now they're going to be facing off inside of it, in the thick of it. The loser of this match gets 4th, and the winner will go on to play ESAM in losers finals.
Both players have had a hell of a run to get here. But now, at the end of the day, only one of them can move on to fight ESAM. Move on to get that coveted top 3.
Get yourself a trophy.
But starting off on Final Destination, a great stage for both players. But starting off with a lot of pressure from Army.
Yeah, he back aired the Pikmin. That gave him the time to drop the shield and toss up the up smash. And Army, a quick stock, is going to catch it's going to catch Mudace jumping into the air there. My goodness, he's able to punish that up smash on shield. Boy, having double purple Pikmin so good in the matchup. Loses one of them, not able to put the pressure onto Mudace on the stage. It's the only one he's got right now.
Back air is going to buy him some space. Up air again. Army is just fighting with a single purple.
He didn't need anything else on his side. He just wanted to build up the damage. He's like, look, Pikmin's not going to die. I've got swords. Come at me.
We've got an Army. I have a purple.
And Mudace looking a little bit like Loki right now, able to take down one purple, but another takes his place. Army's just going to go for those pummels because it's not the blue, and catching the jump, a 3-stock to 1 lead. This is where he was in winner's bracket yesterday in game 1.
Yeah, and it looks like he's continuing more of the same. I definitely expected some adjustments out of Mutace, and I don't expect that he's out of the running just yet, but right now Army is just looking so solid.
Definitely that he's continued to bring in this matchup experience. He's going to go low, and not enough, but Mutace saves him, also recovering, and Army is going to barely hang on to this first stock.
Sitting at 169% as the Captain Olimar.
He's a light character. He should not be alive this long.
No, but Mutace just can't find the hits, and Army has had no trouble finding them.
You saw that good Pikmin management there too. Uses the up air on the blue. Oh my gosh, he just kills him with all that rage. That was sub 100.
That was a mix-up on the DI. Mutace was expecting the blue throw out, the forward throw, so he DI'd in. He didn't want to get tossed off the side because he didn't think the up throw was supposed to kill at that percent, and it wasn't, but when you hold all the way in, it sure does.
3 stock in Army's favor.
3 stock. And this time it's a 3 out of 5, whereas when they played in winners, the top 8 qualifying match, it was
a 2 out of 3. It was still 3 stock, of course, but yeah, it was a 2 out of 3. Army won 2-0, and that is putting your foot down and saying, I am controlling this matchup right now. So maybe a stage change, a little bit of change of scenery will give Mutace what he needs to put this to a 1-to-1 situation. Is Smashville the answer?
Smashville is definitely a stage that Peaches love to get up close and personal, but I don't think Army has been doing a lot of running away.
No, that's the only reason I was concerned about this pick from Mutace, is that Army in that whole game was up in Mutace's face, wasn't letting him land, applying a lot of shield pressure, and it'll be much the same story here on Smashville, just in a little bit more of a cramped space.
There we go, pulling some extra Pikmin, has the purple, has yellow and blue as well. Keeping Mutace in the corner, that back air fights his way out.
Okay, up air's not going to do enough to Army on that top platform. He's trying to find a way down, and eventually he does. Doesn't need that blue Pikmin right now, so he's going to put himself up with some Pikmin that can do some more damage at the moment, maybe get a killing aerial out.
Okay, these ledge traps are the places that Mutace has been able to thrive, but unfortunately wasn't able to set one up. That purple Pikmin came in clutch for Army.
And you know what? That yellow Pikmin latching onto him did too. That bought Army all of the stage control because Mutace just ran away off the stage to get rid of it and then had to recover.
Max range to that get up attack, got Mutace on stage, forward air, buys him the corner.
It could have been a big opportunity there for Mutace to get rid of that blue Pikmin and reduce Army's kill options down to the 1 purple Pikmin. You can see he's not pulling another Pikmin right now because he just wants the 2 that will get him the kills.
Yeah, he doesn't need an extra useless Pikmin in the cycle. Both of these men have been hired for a very specific reason.
You have been brought onto this team to perform one job.
Wow, that up air poking through the stage isn't going to get the job done.
Wow.
The dash attack. A seldom seen animation.
Still unable to find this kill from either of these players. Almost 2 minutes in, Mutace will find the first one, but now Army gets himself a fresh set of kicks, fresh set of Pikmin, and he's ready to roll.
And red and purple on the screen. Blue's added to the lineup. Can he get the grab?
He tosses away that purple because he just wants the grab right now. Or
smash.
he can get the up smash to whiff punish.
Yeah, that'll do it. It doesn't matter if it's the blue. At 160% as Peach, that's going to be the end of it.
And that's why he takes out that blue, by the way, because he knows, okay, if the blue's going to kill him with an up smash anyways, I just need to roll with this 1 Pikmin to guarantee that I'll get the kill no matter what.
The pressure is insane at the corner. Mutace has definitely made some solid adjustments here. I think the up close and personal playstyle has definitely benefited him. But
Being on Smashville.
He's sort of picking up on how Army uses the frame advantage he gets from these Pikmin off smashes, forward smashes.
And you're talking about it, Fatality picked up on that too, and he called out a spot dodge with a nair into knee, and it looks like Mutace is going to try to replicate that a little bit. Look at that, covers the high.
Sitting back with the turnip, going to use it as an in. Trying to fight the white Pikmin off of you is going to be a big hit.
All right, chasing Army into the
what
corner.
A mash. Mashed out at 1 pummel at 93.
I would dare say that wasn't a mash and rather a trade, because if that was a mash, this dude has got a robot.
Yeah, it has to be. You're
He's
right.
got a robot playing for him. All right, knocks Army off stage, though. You said it. These adjustments from Mutace have been excellent because Army hasn't really had anywhere to run away to in this instance.
And they're being parried, but that's multi-hit. Not going to get that big finisher that you're looking for.
Blue Pikmin online, tosses it away so that he can put out a hitbox. Now we'll see that shield pressure's coming out from Army once again. There we see it again. Up smash and then a spot dodge.
And we're seeing it punished as well. Mudace getting the forward air. That's going to seal the game with a 2-stock in return. And Mudace definitely has figured out some things here.
This is a big pendulum swinging right now, starting with the 3-stock in one direction, 2 in the other. This game 3 could be absolutely anything.
One of the biggest things is whoever gets the first stock in this matchup, I think, is huge, because whenever Peach has the first stock, that means Olimar has to chase after her, and he doesn't have the best of chase options. But if Olimar gets the first stock and he gets to run away and force her to come in on his fortress, it's looking pretty good for Army.
That's where he can scout out all of those aerial landings from Peach, right? And then get the up smash to anti-air and set up all those big combos where he does that 40-50%.
Of course, but who wants to land on a Pikmin, on an Olimar, so close when you have a percent lead to sit back and pull turnips? So there's the duality of the matchup.
You see right now, Mudace has that percent lead, builds it up a little more for some insurance, and of course, to get him closer to taking that first stock, which we've noted is huge. He wanted to drop down low to get yet another one.
Suffocate the Olimar, don't let them pull the Pikmin, and then you'll be able to reap the benefits.
And you were able to see right there, too, that after Mudace got that hit on Army, walked right away, covered on the platform, Army didn't throw away any of his Pikmin.
So that was a slow fly afterwards, and that meant that Mudace was able to set up a aggressive edge guard with only 6% on him.
And now get ready for Mudace to stick to these platforms a lot. He's going to circle around them. He's going to see if Army overcommits coming towards him, which he's going to have to at this point.
Army finally finding some answers, getting a couple of good hits, but Mudace answering back, pushing him back to the corner.
Yeah,
Great
big answer back. Big answer back. Once you got that float and air started, you can drop down and just continue to carry your opponent across the stage. Mudace looking like he's about to lap Army in percents here.
Up smash is going to be punished with a back air because, again, it's not that back air will punish the up smash, not frame data wise, but Mudace has recognized that Army is not setting up an option that beats the back air.
Yeah, no, nothing like that so far. Mudace, oh my goodness.
That could've been it.
Barely Army is able to escape with his life, and a tech this time means that he will avoid a 3-stock. But getting a victory, it's looking like it's more and more out of touch for Army in this game 3.
That's going to be up throw. No, he needs the extra pummels.
And he knows without that rage, he's not going to be killing at about 100%, but will with that big hit of the purple Pikmin on the aerial, taking that first stock, but he needs a real explosive one to have a chance.
Using the Pikmin to find his way on stage. Has some damage. Has Mudace being juggled here, stuck playing around these platforms, but finds his way down with the back air.
And it can be a double-edged sword to play around those platforms sometimes, especially when your opponent is one of those people that really picks up on those landing habits, and Army's one of them.
Double purples and a red is a scary setup to be against. That up air is definitely going to buy Mudace some time, though.
Great
Not as
coverage.
scary at the ledge.
I love the way that Mudace came off the ledge, too, there. He was ready for Army to come down and hit him with a reversal since he's got those purple Pikmin, but no dice for him there. Army went back to neutral, and now still got a chance to take the stock with all these purple Pikmin, but boy, with both of them gone
both
now.
Died.
Yeah, he just got to run away. He's not that fast, but neither is Peach.
But that forward dash attack, that dash attack is enough. The forward momentum that you get when you activate it is going to be able to catch that running Olimar.
Yeah, the forward momentum was really important there, too, because of the way that Army was trying to run away and get the Pikmin that he wanted. He knew that any burst option to chase him would be enough to probably hit him before he's able to get that Pikmin pull going.
Now we'll see what kind of adjustments we can make from Army. Like what we were saying before, though, the first stock really does matter quite a bit, and Mudace is playing with so much momentum, it's hard to stifle that.
Army does not want to get stifled here at the start of this game 4. If he does, and he said it may as well just be over for him the way that Mudace has played with the lead. He is hunting for Army to land right on him. He dares him to.
The way that Mudace is moving in general in the matchup has changed quite a bit from the first game down to these later ones. How he's camping the platforms and using the float to bait out options out of Army and then come down with the landing aerials.
That turn-up coming down, hitting a Pikmin. Army had to land because he had no more fuel left. And once again, an explosive first stock from Mudace. He's got a massive lead again.
Only 50%. And look at the way that he's moving around these platforms, baiting jumps and aerial pressure out of Army so that he can get back down to the ground and punish Army's landing.
Looking so solid. And now, coming back onto the ledge, Army's unable to hit any smash attacks. He realizes he's going to need a lineup of Pikmin to continue to put the pressure on Mudace, because it's the pressure that's been giving him all of those big openings.
Okay, Downer sets up with a forward air, going to put Army off stage. This is big.
Oh, wow, that clean Pikmin pull right there gets him a purple on deck. A quick landing right there out of the up B.
And that forward air not quite doing it.
Army ready to DI,
Ooh,
not ready to tech there from Mudace. But Army had no Pikmin left, so he couldn't go off and challenge the recovery, and that forward air will do it.
Mudace now, again, a 3-stock-to-1 lead, 1 stock away from putting Army out of the tournament. The person that put Mudace in losers in the first place, the Stitch was recaught. That could be big damage, and it is.
It's
again,
huge damage.
That did 80%.
It is huge damage, and Mudace is looking all but assured to move himself into losers finals. It's just down to finding that killing blow.
And in losers finals, awaiting him is Esam. You know, Mudace has had a solid record against him, so he's fighting against the person who put him in losers. He's going to be feeling really hot going into that set against somebody who he's probably going to feel comfortable against.
I mean, a guy that used to be down in Florida, right? Somebody that he's definitely played before, just maybe not as much in this game. But again, to get there, he does need to make sure that he closes out this game against Army. He's not the kind of guy that you can get complacent against.
Absolutely not. Pikmin, in general, do so much damage. Olimar, he's a comeback character at times.
I really don't like the way that Army just threw those purple Pikmin away. He had such a big factor with those two to bring the game back, but just really tried to greedily pick up that edge guard. And all of a sudden, Army's looking like he could be picking up this stock and put himself into last stock, but it will be still on the table.
Oh, but the other forward air comes through. Great adjustments from Mudace to finish and close that one out. Army was definitely picking it up towards the end. He was picking up a pace, a little bit of steam running through him. Almost made that comeback down to the last stock, but Mudace held strong, was able to get these offstage interactions where they mattered, and doing a really good job of, I think the big thing was his movement and his ability to use the float as like a pseudo top platform to stay away from Army at the start of the game and to build that big advantage at the start where it mattered the most, because you need that stock lead in the matchup.
Yeah, no, playing with the lead is definitely what got Mudace that victory, because the defense from Peach can be so solid, especially like you said, if you don't actually have a top platform to run to, Peach can just sort of create one for herself. Of course, there's a time limit on how long she can be up there, but once she comes down, she can refresh that float, go right back up, and make you overextend to punish her. We saw Mudace get a lot out of those situations against Army to move on to losers finals. Army out at fourth, still doing a really good job of representing Texas, though, here at DreamHack Dallas. But we'll be seeing a former Floridian versus a current Floridian here in losers finals as Mudace will take on Esam.
Mudace versus Esam. If I'm not mistaken, Mudace has taken a set against Esam recently. In an
I believe so.
So we've got, and of course, everyone wants to talk about Esam's record against Sam Sora. We know that
Ling Ling as well.
Peach is a struggle matchup for Pikachu. So again, it's a situation where we're seeing, maybe we'll see that counter pick, or maybe like we saw in winners against Anti, Esam's just going to stick it out, believe in the Pikachu, and believe in his ability to make adjustments. I feel like personally he's going to stick with the Pikachu and make those adjustments because he's still been throwing the Pikachu at all the Peaches, and it's just a personal thing he needs to get past. But of course, the matchup's not easy either.
No, it's not an easy matchup because, like we were saying, that defense is so solid, and when you have that ability to just get hit by glancing blows, those glancing blows from Pikachu aren't going to be killing until much, much later. He's a pretty weak boy.
Joker.
What?
Joker. I heard Joker.
I haven't seen Esam play Joker since the week he came out.
And it wasn't great then, but of course that was day one with 0 practice, so that doesn't, it's not indicative. Esam right now, I suppose I called it wrong, saying Pikachu may not be the answer at the moment. and I need to adjust something. I need to admit when my character is not going to be doing everything for me. As much as I love to say Pikachu's busted, and pick the character that's going to beat Peach. And we recently saw Leo destroying Samsora with the Joker. Of course, Leo's an incredible player. He had already been doing very well against Samsora, but the set with Joker looked so far and away different than his sets with his other characters. Our local Peachorex was talking about it a little bit too, how wild he thinks that matchup could potentially be.
I mean, Joker especially, we were talking about how, you know, with Pikachu, if the defense is really solid from the Peach and you're unable to land anything but glancing blows, that's not really going to help you. But if you have Arsene on the table, with Joker, the glancing blows don't exist.
Yeah, they're only big hits.
So I'm interested to see if ESAM is going to take a more defensive, less interactive style here early in the game, or if he really wants to try to utilize the amazing frame data that Joker has to get in on Mutace here.
Of course, the big joke is with Peach, what? I only hit him once and he has Arsene?
Yeah.
Because he put on so much damage with his character, but here Arsene is already online. ESAM going to be having big opportunities to bring this swinging into his favor. The game, when you're watching one with this character on the screen, this Joker,
Wow, that back
doesn't
there almost
start.
killed.
Doesn't start until Arsene's on board.
And now the game is has totally changed. You can see that Mutace is afraid to do anything except for throw out a very safe move. And now that Arsene is gone, he'll put a little bit more pressure on at the ledge and even go for a big read.
Forward air, not going to be connecting here, but ESAM building that meter. Of course, it builds very slowly over time, as well as while you are getting hit. You can also activate some with the Rebel's Guard.
Yeah, the Rebel's Guard could be big, but you do have to be aware that Peach has the ability to get so much off of those grabs that, you know, you gotta be aware that that's always an option. But getting that fade in, Joker has that pull back and then go forward with that forward smash, sort of like Captain Falcon did in previous games.
And now, even at 150%, I feel like Mutace is the one who's scared because Arsene is back online. The persona is here. That was the full jab. It looked a little bit deceptive, like maybe it was the forward tilt that ESAM had been going for, so we saw him drop the shield. Now he's off stage. Ooh,
Wow,
what
great
attack.
tech, yeah.
Recognizing that you only have invincibility at the very start of that fly.
But now he has no Arsene anymore, so with that air dodge, Mutace will be able to pick up the stock. Oh, what a parry. He's going to get
Arsene off of this.
Let's see. He's going to get Arsene off of this, but Mutace is able to get 65% off of one parry.
But who's the real winner? Because now ESAM is just playing a better character.
I mean, it's kind of the Lucario argument, right? Where
Yeah,
it's like, all right, if
absolutely.
I hit him, he is closer to dying, but also so am I.
Yeah, also so am I. It's
like
terrifying.
It's like any card in
Look at
Yu-Gi-Oh!
that!
Oh my gosh.
The
Forget
scoop.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
The scoop from the up smash from so far away.
Dude, this character is so scary.
And of course, the other terrifying thing is I don't necessarily. Oh my God!
Oh, the triple hit gonna get fully Rebels guarded
He got
halfway.
half meter off that.
He is actually going to be able to get Arsene back before the stock is gone, but no!
Brilliant. Oh, he went too deep.
Oh no!
That was a brilliant coverage. But unfortunately, misjudging the resources afterwards, wasn't able to recover.
We were just getting ready to have an insane last stock scenario, but Mutace put it all on the table and then eventually a little bit more than he had on the table to take that stock. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a run back.
Yeah, Battlefield might be the choice again. I feel like a lot of the Peaches really like that momentum. You know, and they don't want to give up. They want to stand their ground. So going back to the same stage after that kind of a loss, I could see it.
I could see it, man.
But taking advantage of everything that you have available to you is also big. Going to something like Smashville a little bit more up close and personal, maybe going to something like Kalos, a stage that the Peaches love, could also work to swing the momentum in his favor, and that's what we're going to see.
It's a great stage for Peach, but you also have to be aware of what Joker can get off of having such a big stage. He has a lot of room to maneuver with those gun dashes, of course, but on top of that, if he wants to camp you out and try to wait for Arsene to come to him, he also has that available to him.
Let's see the adjustments. And again, the game doesn't start until Arsene comes out. You gotta know. So we're gonna be seeing big start here from Udace, putting on a quick 34. Still his turn. And if that was the stock, that would have been incredibly huge. Now Esam has Arsene active. Stuck off stage, that neutral air forward air. That's going to do it.
Big stock. And this time, Udace on that activation knows that Esam's going to have to go low, but he sticks closer to the ledge so that he's able to live this time.
You know, you only have invincibility on the startup.
Whoa, hold on.
Ooh.
That drag down up air was nasty.
It absolutely was. Again, doing enough damage to give Esam full meter, but now he's going to fire back. Trying to catch the jump with that back air, just whiffs. Stuck in the corner. That parry got him a punish. Oh my goodness. Aegon so far off.
Gonna get him plenty of damage over time as long as he's able to hit Udace, keep the pressure on him. Arsene gone. I think he may have been trying to go for a counter before Arsene went away, but had no chance. And now, Esam's really got to hope that he can get Arsene back before he loses the stock.
And Joker definitely does have KO options without Arsene. It's just much more difficult.
It's a lot more read-based. There are not as many setups.
Wow, Persona coming in at the perfect time for Esam.
Activating it immediately so that he could get that invincibility because he knew that Udace was going to go low too.
And of course, if you are in the middle of an action, it will delay the activation of the Persona. But as long as you're not doing anything, Arsene comes out. The back air is going to punish the up smash on shield. Now this is a completely different game looking from Udace. The stage, of course, has been helpful, but I think the pace has been the biggest thing.
Esam thought he would try to follow up that turn up with a nair, but Udace actually just waited for that Rebel's Guard, punished accordingly. Once again, we see a really well-played game against Udace in game one, and then game two, he turns it around bigly into his favor.
The forward air is going to do it by itself.
That's Captain Falcon neutral air up to 11. He's camping out that Arsene. He's waiting on that Angel platform for it to go away.
Get rid of as much of that meter as you possibly can. And of course, big hits also remove damage, or also remove meter as long as Joker's taking damage.
Yeah, that's the thing you got to remember about Arsene is that you have to be aggressive to most effectively get it out of the game. And Udace is not afraid of hitting Esam. Maybe needs to be a little bit more because Arsene's online.
Just missed time the forward air, but the back air catches Esam's get up.
That air dodge was great so that Esam did not have to go low.
Down smash. Look at that. Just the sound effects are brutal whenever Joker finds a hit with Arsene.
Great tomahawk.
Yeah, forward throw.
Stitch. He's going to reflect it, but it's not going to land. But Esam knew that's what he needed to do.
And then Makarakan got it out of the way, but he jumped straight into that forward air. And now we're seeing a game three. Game two going to Udace.
Even up, man, and I would think that Esam's going to try to get another game with Joker on his own counter pick before he considers dropping out of the character, even after a two-stock in Udace's favor. It's just not the way Esam rolls, I feel like.
Going to Unova. Definitely a pick where I feel like it's still Joker. If he was going Pikachu, oh, okay, just kidding. Just kidding.
You were just playing it up so that we could all be more surprised when he goes back to the Pikachu.
I do feel like I wonder.
Stitch, he's got a Stitch.
It's gone. Normally we see Final Destination. I guess Final Destination is also a really good Peach stage. Or Town and City out of Esam, but I suppose wanting some more up close and personal side blast zones, I feel like that might be beneficial for Peach, but trying something new I never fault somebody for.
No. I mean, especially since Peach on this height of platform is able to cover it really well with their aerials too. Takes away a little bit of an escape option for Esam. Look at that shield pressure from Udace. Really nicely executed.
Catching the jump with the forward air. Goes low to try to punish the float, but doesn't. Ooh, big. He doesn't have a jump.
No jump, but of course, plenty of recovery available to him. And since he got the hit with that quick attack, he's able to pick up a little bit more of an edge guard. But boy, that parasol covers you so well.
It sure does. I feel like it's a steel-plated parasol.
And Udace floating right back to that ledge. Esam, man, really just unable to find the big openings, the big combos. Peach is such an awkward floaty plus weight combination for him to get anything started.
He's really just not getting the big combos that we're used to seeing out of him, just stray hits here and there. and he's not going to be able to get as much off of the edge guarding the way that Mudace is utilizing the Parasol.
Oh, he barely able to make it back even with Pikachu's recovery. Goes so far. But even this pressure on the platform is not going to do too much, and Mudace will just continue to get glancing blows until one of them kills.
And if Mudace is taking trades all day, that's going in his favor.
He's getting more bang for his buck.
Back air, not going to do it. The turnip buys some stage for Mudace, and now he's back at center.
Mudace, once again, playing around these platforms, playing some really solid defense. It's been the one thing that's been getting him a whole lot of these games in his favor.
Oh my God, that
not
almost
quite.
killed. That almost killed because of this stage's blast zones being so much closer on the side.
Yeah, if you want to think blast zone comparisons, think a little bit more like Fountain of Dreams from Melee for this stage. I know this stage is not legal everywhere, so some people are going to be a little bit unfamiliar with the geometry.
Yeah, that's true.
I know I was at the start.
That forward air, maybe even poking through for Mudace. Puts him at the ledge. That forward smash doesn't punish the landing lag.
Peach Bomber not quite as high of a landing lag as you might think. Once again,
and the neutral air.
Wow. Such good coverage of himself every time he gets put in these scramble situations.
Gonna be a forward throw. Down throw sets up the mix up there. If he DIs in on that forward throw, then the down throw can set up for a thunder.
I don't think Esam thought that Mudace had a jump right there, but it doesn't matter. Calls out the jump from the ledge right there to finally take that first stock, but it took Esam 3 minutes to get there.
3 minutes to take Mudace's first stock. He's down a clean full stock.
And it's just tough for him to apply meaningful pressure to Peach because the threat of amazing, huge combos just isn't there from Esam.
That was a beautiful attempt at the thunder. Had he caught Mudace flying across, that could have been big.
Once again, just tap dancing on him with those heels, keeping Esam off stage. Forward air. He's not going to get the final hit, so he doesn't set up for a bigger ledge guard.
A lot of down airs to catch Esam.
Esam often does that. If he does that skull bash, he'll usually quick attack to the other side of the stage where he initially did that skull bash, and Mudace wasn't ready for it.
Esam waits out the landing, catches the back air. I think the big thing here is he will get kills at earlier percents with his offstage edge guards if he's able to set them up. And Mudace's movement and offstage recoveries have just been so solid that Esam hasn't found any of those.
Wow, and trying to catch something, maybe a jump out of shield, but Mudace not obliging. Esam still struggling to find these stocks.
Almost taking it with just that up air. There we go, forward air, Dragon gets the dash attack, but it's not gonna kill.
It's at center stage, man. It's got a lot of base knockback, but the scaling could be better. All right, Esam still stuck at ledge. That grab range is not long enough to get the Peach. So Mudace now at the Saturn, gonna set up another hitbox for him. Wow, he edge guarded him with a Saturn.
Just a little pop on the head meant there was no opportunity to attack. He just kind of fell a little bit and didn't have the distance to recover.
It's the sound Mr. Saturn makes when he hits somebody.
I know.
Honk,
Honk, honk. Sounded like a clown.
honk, honk. The Mudace train is coming through. He's up 2-1, and I would expect that Esam is going to make the switch off of the Pikachu because that just looked frustrating for him. I can't imagine trying to play through that set again.
My only hope is if he's going to Smashville, it's not with Pikachu. Yeah, it's the Yoshi.
The Yoshi.
Yoshi does benefit quite a bit from that middle Smashville platform.
This is one of Esam's 2 tertiaries, I would consider. He pulls it out for a couple of matchups, has before against Austin and some others, and now against the Peach. He's saying, I need a solution right now because this is DreamHack. I want to get to Grand Finals and get a big piece of that $10,000 prize pool.
That down air drifting all the way across to the other side. That's one thing that you'll have to watch out for is the crazy aerial drift from Yoshi. Up air gonna set up for another one. Landing trap.
Really nice shield pressure from Esam already with this Yoshi. We'll see if Mudace can recognize these patterns that he's putting out on him right now. But he's not respecting so far the aerials on landing from Yoshi. They're so hard to challenge.
There we go. That landing back air could be a big setup for Esam if he only goes for the drag down hits. They're going the forward air. What's big is grounded. That move is now untechable. All grounded spikes, untechable. So that's a true setup for Yoshi in this game.
Okay, tossing that turn up, seeing if he can mix up Esam's recovery there. Just gonna go for that parasol safely to the ledge, but out of shield. Esam's got plenty of options. It's so weird considering where Yoshi used to be with out of shield options.
Right, he baited out the get up attack again, crossing through Mutace at the last moment, and he wasn't ready. That up smash doesn't catch the roll. Back air does, however, catch the jump.
Ooh, and that turn up right there means Esam has to air dodge to ledge, and he's got to go for another one. But I think just a little bit of not being used to the Yoshi just yet from Mutace. Without rage, that forward throw is not going to kill. Later it would.
Up air almost doing it, but Yoshi is so chunky. He wanted to grab the ledge with that, but just missed, so that dot eyes took his stock.
And he's got another one in hand right now. Esam putting on so much shield pressure right now.
Double dribbling. I'm calling a foul.
You're close. We'll work on the sports stuff later. But man, Esam really working on making this Yoshi be the solution to the Peach matchup that he needs. You see that it's helping him get out of these crazy combos that she has at these early percents, but Mutace just keeps catching landing after landing.
That back air is such difficult pressure to deal with. The forward smash catches the landing. Esam now up at stock.
Like I said, man, that is what he's been doing a good job of, catching every single landing as it comes. Yoshi has a lot of options for it.
Just jumping out of the combo opportunities.
God, so many back airs coming out so quickly from Mutace, and he catches that jump from ledge with the forward air. It's one of the best tools that he's got at the ledge.
Bear sets a big juggle opportunity.
Give me one more rainbow. Give me another, why don't you? The juggle keeps on going from Mutace. Landing with that downer so that he can get all 3 hits. Golf club's not going to do it.
And while Esam had such a big lead, Mutace brought it so far back in his favor in the blink of an eye. Taking it 3-1, Mutace now moving to grand finals.
What a run.
Mutace versus anti-grand finals.
What a run. I just have to say that one more time. This guy started off in loser's bracket of top 8, and he has run all the way through everybody that has stood in his way to make it to grand finals at DreamHack Dallas. But like you said, his opponent is the guy that hasn't dropped a set yet. That's Anti.
I want to know who had this marked down for their fantasy. Who
I
filled out the bracket to look like this? I didn't expect it.
I wager very few.
Yeah, but it's incredible to see at the end of this long, eventful tournament, in grand finals, we got Mario versus Peach.
Yeah, so it's going to be great, but before we get there, we're going to be taking a real quick break, and then we're going to be bringing you the last match of the night here at DreamHack Dallas. So stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to DreamHack Dallas 2019. Smash Ultimate has run through almost all of top 8, but there is one more match that we have to get through because Grand Finals is coming up, and we're going to be seeing who's taking home that big piece of the $10,000 prize pool. Those two people that we're going to be seeing, Anti and Mute Ace.
It's going to be the biggest match of the night, of course. Anti coming from winner's side, taking out all in his wake to make it here. And Mutace having one hell of a run after being knocked down to start this top 8 run from loser's side at the very, very beginning, losing his top 8 qualifying match, of course, last night.
Had to fight all the way back from loser's 8s, and now going all the way into grand finals where he will try to take a reset and then I think entirely
have fought each other throughout the tournament. Mutace was able to take out the Olimar who put him in loser's bracket in the run back, and Anti, of course, hasn't dropped a set yet. But the thing is, we're watching the Mario Peach matchup, and the way that both of these players are playing, it's going to be electric, it's going to be fast. But in the past, Peach has had a little bit of an edge in the range department against this portly plumber.
Yeah, and of course, on top of that, that carries over to this game, of course. It's not just in the past. Anti has had some trouble dealing with that before. He is actually 0-1 versus Ling. Ling dropped that a few tournaments ago. But, you know, Anti's been on the come-up since that loss. You know, he got 5th at Combo Breaker, and now he's going to be going up against Mudace, who has also been outperforming some of his peripherals. So at DreamHack Dallas, one of these guys is going to really be putting that name on the map.
Up smash is going to catch the air dodge onto the stage. Not sure if that's what he was looking for, but Anti scattered it out for sure.
I swear that Anti has gotten 80% of his stocks with up smash in this entire tournament.
At least. But that back air has gotten a lot of Mudace's stocks as well, doing a great job of utilizing it for those ledge traps. Both of these players all night, all day, have had incredible ledge trapping games.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the reason that Mudace has made himself here into Grand Finals. Anti has been doing just no wrong in this tournament, though. Especially that juggle game, which will work so well against Peach. You'll see that across this entire set, maybe even a second if we get there.
Both players, incredible combo juggle game. Both players, incredible ledge trapping. Both players, incredible reads. If you ask me where their faults are, I can't find any.
No.
They're both world-class players right now, guaranteed at least second place at DreamHack Dallas. That's one hell of a place to be.
Yeah, you love to be here if you're these guys. Definitely worth the trip out, even for the people who didn't make it this far.
And that was
but
a little
Mudace
bit of overextension.
Yeah, he's going to go far and catch it.
Anti not reacting to the fact that Mudace buffered in on that trump. Still went for the back air, and that fell off stage. But Anti has been making the reads with those smash attacks on the landings.
Did you see the shimmy before he pulled out that forward smash?
A little bit of shimmy, a little bit of shake. Call him Shakira. He's moving out here.
Dude, that forward smash does not lie. I don't know about the hips, but I can tell you that that is definitely a kill move.
It's okay. Peach's hips being pretty truthful here right now. Back air and back throw taking Mario out.
Doing plenty of work for Mudace here, but he's got to establish a little bit more stage control. They're both on last stock, but mostly Anti has been the one that's been pushing Mudace into the corner.
Okay, great punish on the down air. These multiple up airs following up with the down air at the top isn't going to get the job done, but it does a lot of damage along the way.
86%. This is looking like one well-placed smash attack from Anti taking this game. Of course, he's got to get back to stage. Very risky to go that deep on.
One well-spaced smash attack. You said he was looking for it, but of course the same can be said for Mudace, and he's got a couple aerials that he could also get the job done. That forward or back air at the right spot. Both of these players, they are terrifying me, almost getting it with that up smash.
Yeah, another one would certainly do it if that gets unstaled. So Anti actually gonna find that back air as Mudace tries to jump from the ledge, and he takes game one.
And that was a commitment as well, going off stage with the back air, fading off. Had he whiffed, he would have given up all of his stage control and the ledge trap pressure and maybe given Mudace an opportunity to reverse back on him, but there was a lot of faith in that play from Anti to catch the jump. The drop from ledge jump in particular is what he was scouting out and what he found to finish that game.
Yeah, and especially that Mudace was jumping from the ledge. Anti knows if he missed that a little bit and he lands on the ground with a poorly spaced back, or not poorly spaced, the way he had to place that back air is that if he lands on stage, he's going to have enough lag where Mudace could probably forward air him through the stage at the ledge and then make a landing back on. So the fact that he hit that was huge, because otherwise he could have been the one on the ropes.
Absolutely. And now, after such a close game, we'll see what kind of adjustments can be made. It's definitely not swinging in anyone's favor bigly right now, but we're going to Kalos, a huge stage and a big counter pick for these Peach players. They love being able to use these platforms to get even better ledge traps.
Yeah, and also that neutral, no platform, middle part of the stage. It's almost like Final Destination. We've seen Mudace get a lot of combos on there, and that's why he has hardly, if ever, dropped a game on Kalos so far.
And not only that, but Mario struggles a little bit to get his big combo extensions without platforms. So on the edges, he'll definitely get some big benefits, but in the center, that's all Peach's territory, and the center is usually where you want to be.
Anti was also really confident in Mudace dropping some shield pressure in a scramble situation there, because he continued to cross him up and hit him with aerials even when his shield was so low. He's still going to go aggressively against this Peach, though.
Incredible weave and also incredible DI to survive that downer on this huge stage. Second highest blast zones in our current legal stage list.
Okay, air dodge there from Anti is going to get him back onto that platform. Wants to see if that would set up for a tech situation where he could get that up smash, but he doesn't need one, just an anti-air for it to take that first stock.
Again, Anti scooping his opponents up with those up smashes when he sees that they're trying to land with aerials. That downer is not going to punish that Peach Bomber. Of course, it is really, really safe in this current patch.
It almost feels plus with how far she goes off of the shield.
Right.
Okay, Fireball, really good tool for Mario to cover his recoveries, but because of how far he had to go to maneuver around the Peach without the jump, he was gone.
And that brings this very even right now, but Anti starting up the damage, the low percent. Hello? It's not his turn anymore.
Yeah, no, low percent is not a thing in a Peach player's vocabulary because it's about 74% or 60 every single time you land that early hit. Stitch.
No, that's the dot eyes,
It's
but
the
it's
dot
still
eyes,
got
wow.
the damage.
Yeah, it does plenty, man. 15%.
Almost as good.
Anti-scouting for that up tilt to try to get the anti-airs. He's got to get something going now that Mudace has all of a sudden exploded with a big stock.
Trying to catch a jump there with the upper, but doesn't find it, but he's still continuing coast to coast.
Yeah, going all over. Every time Mudace tries to get away, he's there with an aerial.
He was riding a Ferris wheel, but now he's off stage and he's the one who's taking a ride.
Okay, Mudace retreating to that platform, needs to find himself a way to get control of stage once he's get off of that. And now with the anti away, once again, Peach has so many ledge trap options available to her. Wow.
Catches the aggressive attempt to get back down with the down air. Doesn't come out fast enough, so the forward air is going to push this second game in Mudace's favor.
I mean, just seen Mudace seldom, if ever, drop a game on Kalos at this tournament. And game 2 is certainly a demonstration of why.
And of course, we didn't see a lot of it there, but the big thing that Anti has been doing to get back to stage so safely and make it harder for other people to ledge trap him is that fireball when he's dropping down from that high angle makes it very difficult to cover. And on Kalos, that platform covers everything for you. You just have to get the Mario on the way down. So now, going game 3, Town and City. Still that same big space. But these platforms are a lot kinder to Mario.
Oh, excuse me. Mudace just looked real dirty with that quick combo on the item tosses.
See, the platforms might be kinder to Mario, but Peach is no kinder. She is still very upset with him.
How dare you try to win DreamHack over me?
I am your princess.
If you beat me, I will not make you another cake. Oh my gosh, he wanted to roll out.
Getting the parry on the fireball, drops down. I don't know if Anti has a jump.
He does not, but Mudace had to consider that he could have recovered onto those platforms as they were going away. Stitch misses.
No, but that other turnip finds its mark, the winky face.
Yeah, that is one of the boosted damage turnips. Only a little bit, but it is there. Anti just standing, waiting for Mudace to approach him. The Flood will buy him some stage control.
That back air is absolutely going to punish that long drift on the neutral air. 79% on Mr. Mudace here.
Ooh, and the spacing to be out of the range of that forward smash was huge for him. It was so perfect.
We're very close to the percents where a smash attack might do it for Mario. He's able to catch that landing. Needs maybe an aerial or two before he can get it with the up smash on this big blast zone, but my goodness, it might be flipping the script and going to Mudace's favor. Like, oh, look at the angle.
Dude, I feel like Mudace revs up like a jet engine. I mean, right there, he's in that stock, but I mean, he looked so firmly in Anti's favor in that game 1, and that goes for all of the sets that Mudace has been playing today, where the game 1 is, you know, not really so great for him, but then after that, he's just unstoppable.
His adaptation is incredible, but right now, it's Anti who's making the big adjustments, sending him straight off the top.
Say goodbye to your stock, Mudace. You're not seeing that one anymore. It's time to move on to the last one.
Trying to use the Flood. The Flood is big in this matchup to dismantle the idea of float.
The cape could have been huge for Anti because the ledge grab, it takes longer if you're facing away with that parasol.
There we go, he's able to fight through the turnip, no problem. He's back at center stage, doesn't fall into the smash attack, but he's sitting at a very high percent. Mudace could very quickly turn this around.
Just needs to catch some good landings, but I mean, he's got to take this first stock from Anti to build up that early stock percent. But Anti is playing such good defense, even near Mudace. He is competent in his reaction time.
He's very evasive in his movement, not staying in one place for too long,
Wow.
but eventually does. He's got the dot eyes. That could be big damage.
Anti is playing very carefully around it. He's got
25%.
the cape, yeah. Oh my gosh.
That is ridiculous.
I thought it was 15. I was wrong.
I mean, turnips in this game, the longer they're thrown, the more damage they do. The
Terminal velocity, man. Right now,
Mudace needs to get that terminal velocity going on this stock, because Anti is getting him pretty close to those kill percents. Couple of neutral wins away, and that up smash may start killing. You see, he's looking for it.
Double back air is going to catch Mario. He's sitting at 70%, and up smash will do it right now. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like he's in those percents. That's why Anti is fiending for it. Whip to grab, though, and that's going to be a punish.
Interesting that he went for the grab when Mudace was behind him. The up smash would have done some shield damage. Not going to do it just yet. Good DI. Oh, he wants the back throw. Mudace doesn't give it to him, though, and Anti is ready to chase him.
Dash attack puts him in the air.
Oh, what a cross-up.
Mudace has brought this to percents where it's definitely terrifying for both individuals. At the right stage position, back air is going to push him off.
He did the same cross-up twice in a row.
Don't want to jump
Mudace
against
is ready.
Back air sets him back off yet again. What's the mix-up? Oh, he gets off the stage for free because of that super jump punch.
Oh, he does the same cross-up 3 times in a row.
And every time, Mudace has been ready for it. The neutral air catches him jumping high. And the turnip is going to finish it. He doesn't have the resources.
No, he does not.
He caught him out of the jump.
Yes, he did, and he was able to seal at that stock in just a way. Mudace showing a little bit of emotion, pumping those arms. He knows that he's 1 game away from resetting that bracket against Anti.
Playing from behind for the majority of that game, but consistently we've seen that Mudace is the clutchest as they come.
Clutch as they come, dude. Once you start getting that set going, once he's warmed up against your character, he knows exactly what he needs to do. And Anti is hoping to mitigate that a little bit by making him figure out a new matchup.
I spoke about it a little bit earlier. We saw the Lucario in doubles, and we've seen previously throughout the year that Anti has been experimenting with a few more characters than just the Mario, and it looks like Lucario is going to be coming out here. Now, Peach does have pretty consistent ways to kill at low percents where Aura is not going to be as crazy as it could be against some other characters, but Lucario in general is a little bit more normalized in this game. He doesn't rely on the Aura as much as he used to.
Especially with the way that Anti has been playing that defense. I think it's a really good choice in Lucario to believe in your ability to live a little bit longer, you know, with that heavier weight and such like that. As a 98%, now he's doing insane damage, well, so long as he can land on the stage.
Neutral air caught that extreme speed, and he caught the roll there with the up smash. Mudace building himself a stock advantage.
Doesn't take an expert to tell you how big that is against Lucario. Look at that, like you said earlier, he can use that float as a pseudo top platform in here, and he is waiting because he knows that Anti at that height will not be able to catch him.
Catches the jump there with the turnip fallen.
Ooh, double team, trying to get this counter online.
Anti, from what I've seen in doubles, really does love that double team, and that might come to bite him, but here it's working out for him.
That is a powerful counter.
Scales with his aura, not so much the move that you're using.
Of course. Stitch face in a hand,
but that was a beautiful empty land into the force palm. And now he has the Stitch because Mudace dropped it.
Wow, and he's just going to see if Mudace will shield and maybe take some damage off of it on the Z drop. But Anti now at 105 has a chance to put on some big damage once he lands.
If he can land a hit, but Mudace has been applying pressure the whole time. Back air punishes the landing lag on that extreme speed. He doesn't have the jump. He has to go straight there. Great tech, but he jumps back into the forward air, and Mudace has systematically been crushing the recovery of Lucario.
Making him suffer. This is not a matchup that Mudace is having problems with just yet. And Anti is going to have to make that comeback, perhaps on that last stock at a high percent once he gets that kill ability back.
That said, Lucario is definitely the comeback character. Aura is always a factor that you've got to be afraid of.
Gotta respect what this character can do to you if you let your guard down and if you let one stray hit come upon you.
Can't run into those forward smashes. Great movement from Mudace to bait this kind of stuff out and come in with mostly whiff punishes. Really all day we've seen beautiful movement from Mudace to force options out of his opponents when he's sitting just out of their ranges and coming in for the whiff punishes. Neutral air, not going to do it. He goes for the double, but he doesn't quite find it. That's a big Oral Spear. Yeah,
Anti is going to have a whole lot of ability to lock down Mudace so long as he plays at the right spacing.
Back air explodes Mudace's stock. Anti could absolutely be sitting at a kill percent, but man, is Aura one hell of a drug.
143, you're going to be doing 25% with every hit you've got. Even that up tilt's doing 10%.
Back air will send him all the way across the stage.
Oh my gosh!
That-
He got scared of getting stuck on that platform. Anti, with that recovery, can't control the speed, and we're going into grand final set number 2.
Moving a little bit too fast and too furious, so we'll see if maybe he decided, I had a set to play with. I'm going down to a potential last game. Either the Lucario swings the momentum back in my favor and I can take it for set 1, or I learned that Lucario is not the choice, and now I go back to serious business with a Mario after I catch him off the scent.
Did we try to just
Going
kind
to
of...
set 2 with a fresh experience. So Mute's able to reset the bracket.
And I like the idea of the thought of maybe you pick up the Lucario to try to see how Mudace reacts to that, pick up a different sort of weakness in his game plan that you can try to exploit with the Mario and then do a 2-front offensive.
Going back to Smashville.
Could imagine that.
No?
Maybe not. I think that's Smash.
It's
gotta
different.
get that music. I got you.
I feel that.
That Wild World music is fire. I gotta admit.
If I am scrapping in grand finals, you know that the scene has to be set properly.
So
This
setting
is
the
set
stage.
2.
Yeah, setting the stage for the final Smash Ultimate set you guys are gonna see today at DreamHack Dallas. Anti now in the losers bracket alongside Mudace. We'll see how this goes as we set it off on Smashville.
Back to the Mario, the tried and true who got you this far. Whew. But he's already taken a lot of damage. Mudace doesn't have a stop button. All go.
He's been going forward every single time, especially when he's got
Oh
that
my
stock
God.
advantage. What? Anti just took that stock so early.
What a reversal. And we've seen that more than once now from Anti, where he takes a bunch of damage at the start, but he uses that little bit of rage he's got to bring it back in his favor. That middle platform is perfect for Mario.
Gives him plenty of combo ability. Of course, with it being so long, he can continue to carry the Peach even after that combo would normally be done on a flatter stage. Good cross up there with that back air. Gonna have the chance to build it up again.
Has to double jump for that first upper, so he can only get a second one falling. Not gonna be the biggest, but he's got 70% on Peach. A couple aerials away from these smash attacks getting the job done.
He's playing around him so safely with these aerials. This time getting that turnip on his hand and seeing if Mudace would jump away after getting hit by that turnip.
Clear up smash, getting charged, is gonna send him launching.
Up air been really good for Mudace to cover himself coming off the platform, and that burst movement gonna help him out. Stitch face is as good as it gets for him. Wow, damage, 42% on 2 hits.
Yeah, but the forward smash not connecting afterwards, and that gives Anti an opportunity to set up this ledge trap. The down air catches him out of shield.
There's a really nice timing mix-up right there with that down air from the ledge. You saw that it was just about half a second of a difference from when he normally buffers an option.
Absolutely. And now Mudace getting back thrown off the stage. Anti trying to maintain this lead that he's built up for himself. What a cape! Sets up an opportunity, but no, wasn't quick enough on the draw. That up smash, though, does catch Mudace's ledge option. And now he's only sitting at 67.
I might have liked to see in that situation, of course Anti still got the stock, but I might have liked to see a down smash to see if that covers that lower area to catch Peach right before she grabs that ledge.
Okay, back air, neutral air, and he sets up back to the platform.
Oh
This could
my
be
gosh.
it. That was an incredible air dodge. It looked like Anti was going for the down air, thinking that maybe the last up air wouldn't be able to connect into his up special.
He didn't want to overextend himself because he knows that with this lead, that's how you're going to lose that game. But with 88%,
Up air,
going
down
for
air,
more,
almost doing it.
a little more rage, man.
So deep off stage, had to go for the early parasol, and SDs.
Too deep. Sometimes that's a power for
Fireball
Anti.
smash.
But yeah,
Off the Angel platform, Fireball confirms an up smash. That's nuts.
somehow, man. Somehow.
That's nuts. Anti still playing so solid with his anti-airs, still playing so solid with that combo game.
Crowd liked that wink, man.
He knows what he's about.
Anti's a man of the people. Give the boys what they want. I think the crowd so far has been wanting Anti to take this set. I've heard a lot of noise out there every single time that Anti is landing those early stocks.
Man, and he's had one hell of a run so far. Took out MVD, took out Austin, took out ESAM, and now he's looking to add Mudace to the list.
knocked all these people into losers bracket, but Mudace can add a set on Anti to his list as well. He wants to add this tournament to the list of things that he's won.
He's right now doing a good job of building up the damage and making those little building blocks on his way. Down tilt to the up air.
Just pushed into the corner. Anti, though, every single time that Mudace is giving him that ability to chase him down out of the corner and come back, he's taking it in full force.
Forward smash out of the grab release.
Wow. And the turn-up didn't even matter. He smacked him hard with that forward air, and we've seen what Mudace is capable of when he gets this lead like this early in a game.
Peach is great at building a defensive fortress. Unfortunately, that Z-drop dropped on the platform instead of in front of Anti. Look at the pressure.
Big pressure. Both of these characters are really capable of that. Oh my gosh, that perfectly timed recovery from Anti.
Watch out for the Winky.
Likely would have taken the stock there at this percent. Anti waits for that landing. The juggle game is what he's all about.
Waiting for a directional air dodge his way, but it doesn't come, so Mudace still holds onto his stock. Goes for the empty land. Watch out for these up smashes. Anti is a man playing with nothing to lose with these up smashes.
He just, nothing to lose. He just wants to take and take. He wants that stock to be his. Back throw wouldn't kill at the ledge just yet. Even though Peach is floaty, she's actually in midway.
Back throw. That's going to do it.
Wow. So early, it seems, on that stock. Even at 130, you wouldn't expect that back throw to have as much oomph as it has.
But here it is for now. We got a get up attack to get off the ledge when you know. Up smash finally connecting, but a full stock down.
Yeah, still on those anti-airs, working out for Anti, and those explosive Mario stocks are mostly going to come on the ground with a forward smash on a stage like this without a top or a middle platform that is as reliable to combo off of. But Anti going to nonetheless fight it out and try to take this game, as he'd love to go up 2-0 on a guy like Mudace.
He sure would, but Mudace is looking to make that not happen. We don't even see the Kalos counter big. It looks like maybe Anti banned that one in the second set. Doesn't want to see the same kind of mistakes being repeated.
Wouldn't blame him after the way that last one went, but it looks like Pokemon Stadium 2 is working even better for Mudace. Hold the phone though, Anti gonna nearly take him off the top of the blast zone with all that rage, but an aggressive landing tried to get a reversal. Mudace was ready, once again, tying it up at 1-1.
Eventually Mudace was able to hold down the fort, tighten up the screws, and seal out that game, moving it to 1-1.
I have a feeling this is going to be a Game 5 Grands, dude.
The way that these
or in
players
this case,
have been playing,
it's Game 9, isn't it?
Yeah. The way these players have been playing, absolutely, I see it.
Back and forth, and this is an even matchup as far as it goes, man. Maybe slightly in Peach's favor, as you've said.
She just got that range advantage, but Mario definitely has some slipperiness to him. He's going to Battlefield. I like the pick from Anti.
Once again, you know, once he's got that top platform or, you know, a smaller stage to where he can stick to these platforms to set up those combos, well, that's where he's going to be finding those early stocks that have been netting in the games, continuing with the capes.
Ooh, forward air landing is going to be safe with those jabs.
All right, cross-up. Man, Mudace has just been not caring about these Mario cross-ups that are so deadly against some characters, but Peach can hit in front of and behind her so quickly on shield.
It's the forward air to toss Mario off the stage. Percent's definitely.
Ooh, look at the movement.
Ooh. Back throw going to set Mudace off stage. This could be Anti's opportunity to take the lead. Doesn't go deep with this ledge trap.
Yeah, Anti wants something big. Chases up the down air, but no stock indeed.
The back air is the reversal. It takes the first stock for Mudace.
One whiff, and that's all it takes.
Down air sets up off stage. Again, it's these ledge traps that have been so big for this Peach.
Oh, roll in. Mudace followed him with the roll of his own, but didn't have any true answer. My goodness, this game is going so into his favor.
And Mudace is a man that plays with momentum, my God.
Oh, dude. Once you let the game get into his hands, he doesn't let go. He holds on for dear life.
Neutral air back hit's gonna send Mario all the way out.
Look at that turn-up toss.
Incredible that he was able to recover from all that, but the forward air is gonna finish it off, and Mudace still on his first stock, playing like a fortress. What does Anti gotta do?
Anti's gotta take a second and think about it, man, first. Once he drops off of that platform, Man, you got to find a big adjustment. You got to look for something that you haven't noticed in this game plan before, because what you have right now, it's just not working. It's time for something new to come and take form for you.
Up smash eventually catches, but he's still a full clean stock down. The same thing we saw last game.
All right, landing with that down air, gonna pick up a little bit of damage from Mudace. Once again, down throw can be a great combo tool, though
What
this
a
time.
phenomenal empty land to cover the neutral tech.
Well, it was such an amazing re-grab, man.
Mudace really is a person who knows how to push his advantage. Oh my god, but Anti is too, and that up throw scared me a little bit.
Oh, neutral air gonna be a big setup. He didn't have the height.
Oh! The forward
Wow.
smash not getting the kill. That could have been huge for Anti, but now Mudace is going to be playing even more solid with his defense. Doesn't want to fall on anything like that. Fireball up smash almost connecting again.
Showed that card too early. Now Mudace knows how careful he's got to be about those fireballs, because now he knows about the conversions.
That shield is so low. Down tilt pokes from far enough away, though he catches Anti.
Mudace does not care one bit. He's gonna fly back up.
Not going to kill yet. It's so stale.
Very, very stale. He's connected so many. Can't even punish that Peach Bomber on shield. And Anti continuing to swing it. He's hit so many of these up smashes, it's not even close.
Forward air sending straight to the opposite corner. That turnip sending him all the way out. And that one's going to seal it. He can tech, but it doesn't matter.
Not that far below Battlefield. A 2-stock in Mudace's favor, and he is 1 game away from getting first place at DreamHack.
Bold prediction, I feel like Anti is going to bust out his secret sword character. Anti is not a man to play a game without a sword character.
He did start this game with a little bit of a cloud.
And I feel like in the matchup it might be helpful when you see that the Mario just got demolished twice in a row. You saw that the Lucario wasn't the answer for you. You see the momentum that Mudace is playing with. 1 game away from winning DreamHack Dallas. I could be wrong, but I would not be surprised to see the sword character. Instead, though, sticking to his guns with a Mario.
It's surprising to me, man, because I'm saying he's got to look for something that just hasn't been there in this whole grand finals so far. It's got to be a big adjustment for him to take this back.
The biggest thing is the first stock. The first stock Mudace has been playing with so much fire and been able to play with defense afterwards, so Anti has to rev it up from the jump. And he is doing it right now. This is the first stock.
Gosh.
He drops it, though. Great air dodge from Mudace to avoid the final hit. 80% is a hell of a lot, but I'll take that if I get to survive.
It was the DI from him that was very good too, because he DI'd those up airs in different ways so that he ended up right on top of Anti when he wanted to go for that super jump punch, and there was no angle that he could do to guarantee to hit him. He had to guess.
Air dodge gets caught by the grab, waits for the landing with the up smash, but he doesn't find it. A little bit of a scramble.
I don't think Anti wanted a pivot grab either. I think he wanted to surprise him with a back throw.
Neutral air is going to get him a grab because Anti's not going to mash buttons. He's respecting that frame advantage.
So safe on shield, man. Now Mudace has that platform set up, wants to catch the jump, but Peach just doesn't have that single jump height.
They're playing the neutral so close to the chest. Nobody wants to commit big first.
Oh, Anti's got his jump though.
He's
Holding
fine.
down is good for him right there. Cover himself, and it's 1 aerial away from Anti getting this first stock, which you've mentioned he so sorely needs in this matchup.
The back air catches Anti's movement, but still doesn't take the stock. The first stock is so crucial, and Mudace again is the one to take it. Can he continue what he's been doing throughout this entire set and run with this lead, or will Anti find the big difference maker?
I am so
Back throw is going to be big.
I am so impressed by the way that Mudace has played defensively, man. It seems unbreakable.
The utilization of the float to be just outside of his opponent's ranges, forcing them into whiffs. Control of center, but that up smash eventually catches these jumps. You know, Peach a very aerial character.
That's where most of her defensive game is. It's not necessarily on the ground like a lot of characters think about it, but she has so many quick ways to maneuver around the air that it works for her. Stitch Face will take it. Anti can't just punch through it, and Mudace is 1 stock away from taking first place.
Any regularly faced turnip, he might have been able to just super jump punch and not care. We've seen it all day. But that Stitch came in clutch.
It was it for him, and Mutes just had to toss it out to take that stock. We'll see if Anti can take 1-2 and continue this tournament into a Game 5 on the reset.
Almost landing that in there into the forward smash, just out of range, but that's the forward air, catching the tech. I'm amazed he's alive!
Amazing DI. Back throw is going to do it on the platform.
And
Anti hanging on.
the crowd erupts because they know how much of an incredible player Anti is when the pressure is on. Look at him building up the damage!
He's looking for the forward air.
But he doesn't find it, and Mutes finds the stage. Now he has the ledge trap.
It's where he's been so good. This feels like a totally different game now, though. Anti has momentum on his side.
Pressure is all on him, though, because you know Mutes has a game to play with. He just doesn't want to let it happen.
Get up attack. He hasn't pulled that out at all.
Everybody gets one. Now he's stuck at the top platform, but Mutes has been doing a great job of utilizing that range. And the back air does connect. It does seal the stock, seal the game, seal the set. Now Mutes is your DreamHack Dallas champion.
And look at that smile on his face. That is a man that just absolutely feels great about the way he's played today. He went down into the losers bracket yesterday, but he has been absolutely unstoppable. And his friend of long time, MVD, is coming up to give him that big bear hug.
My God, what an incredible run, starting by losing his qualifying match to the top 8 to Army, the Olimar. In the end, he has to beat, I don't remember who he had to beat to make it into the top 8 after that.
He had to beat, yeah, that's right. He had to beat somebody very, very strong to get there.
If I'm not mistaken, it was Kosoku, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, and Kosoku, of course, had beaten Zenyu earlier, and then in the top 8, had to beat Avoid, and then Austin, and then Army, and then Esam, and then take 2 sets from Anti, and he did it all without a problem.
Yeah. Dude is insane. I can't wait to see more of him going on for future majors, but man, it's just been a blast to be here to watch the entire run. I, of course, have been Tourney Locator's neighbor sitting here with me.
I have been Tourney Locator's Kimona as well. You can find us on Twitter if you want to keep up with us later, because we're going to be getting around too, and we hope that we see you guys around as well. But for now, man, thank you so much for tuning in to DreamHack Dallas for Smash. It's been an absolute pleasure, you guys, and hope that you all have an excellent night.